Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Arsenal podcast. Mandem United podcast meets the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United and Arsenal. And this is a match recap. Timber and Saliba goals give Amorim his first defeat as Arsenal win versus Manchester United 2-0. And I ain't salty, like, not in the slightest. I give props to the opposition when they win, and also allow rival fans to talk their shit. So I ain't even going to say too much this episode. This is TJ and Tony for them to run their mouths, for them to get all their jokes off, have the banter. You know why? Because their team did the business. Like I said, I ain't salty. I ain't going to be like, oh, Arsenal, set piece FC, blah, 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 or that. Manchester United didn't do what he was supposed to. And go check my match reaction that I just dropped, people, because I spoke about it. Not more in depth. Well, yeah, I spoke about it more in depth. Well, more at length, I should say. And I got the Solo Sports Q&A, so I discussed that more as well. But make sure, before I bring the man them in, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit that like button on the video. Share across all the socials, and that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, and hit the notification bell as well, people. And to Arsenal fan, come on, you goodness says, what you saying now? You lot won. You know, hear me what I said. Hey, props to you lot. I saw you lot did the business. You lot did the business. So Tony's not here yet, but he will be returning shortly. But TJ is in the building. What are you telling me, TJ? I'm going to ask you how you are, because stupid question.
We've got Super Nico Yover. He knows exactly what we need. Soccer on the ball. They got the boys a call. Arsenal are set piece FC. Woo! 2-0, baby. Let's go. We needed this. We needed this. No matter what we say, we needed this. Anytime. It doesn't matter how good United are, how bad United are, how good Arsenal are, how bad United or Arsenal are. As long as we win, it doesn't matter. This game is the biggest one of the season for us, and we got it done. I don't care how good you guys are, how bad you guys are. TJ, I don't care about Eric Ten Hag.
You lot getting some static from his mic, or is it just me?
Sorry.
Let me know in the chat. I think they're getting some static. Or it might be Tony. It might be Tony. Tony,
I think it's Tony.
Me?
Yeah, it's you, Tony. You're moving mad.
I think your mic is going up against your shirt there a little bit.
Yeah. Bye, TJ. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I'm just glad. I'm just glad I can be sitting here with you. My guy Tony is back.
Tony's back here,
and it's just you feel like something is missing in your life, Flawless. And I feel like this podcast. Don't get me wrong. I've loved streaming with Don C and all the other guys that we've had on here. Those guys are all legends. Big up Don C. But my partner in crime, Tony Cloud Gunner, is here, and we have a victory to celebrate today. We're gonna get into the game, but I'm buzzing. Life is good. Arsenal 2-0. Let's get it going. Big up to the chat. And big up to Flawless. Flawless, this is not aimed at you. I'm going to go ahead and say this right off the bat. This is not aimed at you. Flawless came on my channel yesterday, previewed it, and said we're probably going to lose. So he didn't have any
Yeah, chest. Hey, TJ, you just got out. So Mike, yeah, we good.
We didn't have delusion. He didn't have delusion like some United fans did. So big up to Flawless, big up to the chat. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Yeah, man. Tony, first and foremost, how are you? Before we get into stupid question. Enjoying the win, I should say. I don't even have to ask you how you are. Let's see, Tony having some technical difficulties. Tony, you with us?
Can you hear me in any way?
There we go, man. A1. That's much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Better. Much better. Much better. No delay either, better. It seems.
Yeah. So you got the primo TJ. Internet now. Look at this guy.
TJ, man, it's nice to hear you sing and chant for Arsenal, man. Guys. See, guys, Big ups, yeah. Smash up the like buttons, guys, as you get into the show. Got my man here, TJ. Got my brother here, Flawless. It's another one. A big win, yeah, in London, Emirates Stadium. See you guys, yeah. I mean, this doesn't come as a surprise to me, spanking Manchester United. But again, I actually thought that Arsenal will go more, because we need to raise the bar. Just last week, yeah, the manager was saying something in the lines of Arsenal wanted to make a statement against Sporting Lisbon. I actually wanted this to be a very huge statement win by Arsenal, but we ended up messing up the whole thing today anyway, because Manchester United, to be very, very fair to Manchester United, they got me at the edge of my seat in that first half. I mean, the way they controlled the ball, man.
Okay. All right.
I mean, they passed it around. Like, let's be fair, because sometimes, yeah, when I want to dish out justice, I can. Yeah. And to be very fair to Flawless, yeah, and to them other Manchester United lots. I mean, I was shocked at what happened, man. I was shocked. Because these guys, yeah, they were just passing the ball around in the first half, in their own half, to be very fair to Arsenal. But they kept possession of the ball in the first half. 60% of the ball possession belonged to them. Yeah. Arsenal was 40. Who was at home? It got me thinking, yeah. And again, the way Manchester United just choked that midfield and choked out Odegaard. Odegaard was missing throughout the game today. TJ, to be very sincere, I'm quite surprised you're happy in a way, like with the whole thing.
I'm just happy we won, Tony. We can talk. We can talk
a bit more darker, but
nothing
I'll
to
just
be
roll
worried
with
about.
the punches. But I mean, the way they completely choked out that midfield, yeah, I was so shocked with it. Yeah, I mean, Odegaard was missing throughout the whole 90 minutes. I didn't see him do a thing. Yeah, he
He
threw
had
a
some good.
pass
I
here
thought he
and
had some
there,
good.
but
I thought he
I
had some
didn't
good
really
passes.
see him.
I thought he was
I
fine.
didn't really see him affect the game because Saka was being doubled up on, and this is the high risk of having Bukayo Saka be the main man running the show at Arsenal Football Club, because whenever he's being doubled up on, I mean, it's very, very hard to create anything from that right hand side. Of course, Juran Timber was helping him out, throughout the game, bumping forward. But again, that counts for nothing, because Kai Havertz was always dropping in deep to get the ball from the midfield, to get forward. And in order to do that, I mean, there's no one who was out there to strike the ball in the first place. I mean, look at that chance Thomas Partey had. That was something that number nine, a potent number nine would dream of having. I mean, in the heart of the Manchester United 18-yard box, and Thomas Partey just fluffed his lines in that one. But again, man, haven't given Manchester United props for what they did today, because I completely saw a different Manchester United team. I was completely blown away by that. And I literally see this Manchester United team actually taking points from other top six competitors this season, man. I can't believe I'm saying this, but with what I saw today, man, I'm shocked with this Manchester United team and how Amorim
Tony, let me ask you: Is this Tony? Is this the Tony? Let me ask you just quickly. I didn't mean to know. Is this the first game you've watched? The first full game you've watched at United with Amorim in charge? How many games have you watched? I'm just asking.
Probably. I've watched like 40 minutes. I've watched like 40 minutes from other games, but not as complete as this.
Okay.
And
now
I'm
what you're saying makes
stunned
sense.
At what he has achieved.
Carry on.
To be very frank with you, Manchester United defended properly today. You guys defended properly. I mean, it should have been, if it was another team, it should have been 5, 4, 6 goals today. I mean, that chance, Thomas Partey fluffed his lines. Martinelli also, there was a chance from Declan Rice, just tapped the ball into the net. I mean, there was a host of chances that Arsenal would have actually scored up to 6, 5 goals this night. But I mean, Onana too came to your 8 today. But I mean, that's the problem with Arsenal. We lack that striker to just give us that bite, yeah, in that 18-yard box. But again, that's a story for another day. I'll just be happy that we took maximum points today. And TJ, you would agree with me that, I mean, if there's any day that we should be taking the maximum 3 points, it had to be today. It had to be today. At a night where Liverpool have fluffed their lines. See, man, I mean, TJ, you weren't here yesterday. There was a big show down here yesterday. I came to crash the party.
I heard it blew. I heard it blew up after I left the chat.
I mean, Lex and his other minion. I mean, I'm talking of Mont, who came down here and handed the title over to Liverpool. You know, I mean, and Lex was talking about pipes. Well, see, man, I think your pipe is back. You know, see, pipe from Baghdad.
Yo.
You have. I mean,
welcome back, Tony.
Man was talking about pipes out here, man. Why you having pipes from Baghdad? See, Flawless, this is simple, Titles aren't handed over, in December. It's a different turn, and again, if there's any day Arsenal should have gotten this maximum 3 points, today was that day. And I'm just very happy we just crossed the line, got over the line. Again, TJ said something, set piece FC. I mean, TJ, Flawless. I mean, how many times? See, Flawless, would you say I never told you about set piece?
I knew about you lot with the set piece. I know about you lot. Right? That's on the set pieces, That's why I'm annoyed about my own team.
Something, that I was like, rather than bickering and just costing our lots that we don't have that number 9. It's a certified thing. Arsenal didn't do good business. Again, you have to look for multifarious ways through which you can get over the line, alternative ways through which you could get goals in. That's what I'm talking about. And you know what? If set piece FC is that alternative way that would send me on my way to winning the league this season with Arsenal Football Club, I mean, I'm all there for that party. How about that?
How about that, baby?
I literally said this yesterday on the show, that I don't think that Manchester United have what it takes defensively to actually cope with what we bring into the table with our set piece. And I mean, that's what happened today. Just imagine that Manchester United defense with Gabriel down there today, what would have literally happened with the host of corner kicks we had. I mean, these teams, will quake any team. And I'm not just talking of Manchester United. I'm talking of literally any team in this league will find it difficult, very, very difficult, to actually find Arsenal out with this set piece trickery we all have in our team right now. This is dark arts of the highest order. I mean, we've got players scoring with their arms, legs. I mean, we got Saliba scoring with his bum. I mean, this is what Arsenal is doing. Out here. We've got players scoring with their bums. I mean, there's no way.
We all watched the game.
Scoring with their bums is wild.
We all watched the game.
It's
been a minute since I've used
this. There's no way I could actually put that in lighter terms. Saliba scored with his bum today.
Just to clarify this, man.
I mean, I'm sorry, man. No. There's no literal way I could say that. That literally he scored with his bum.
You could have just said he scored. We all watched the game. We all seen it. We all watched the game, Tony. You don't have to say specifics. It's like saying, Saka put in the corner with his left foot. We're fully aware Saka put in the corner with his left foot.
I'm back.
This guy,
I'm back to piss this Manchester United fans up, man.
Crazy.
I mean, great game, 2-0 win, 3 points in the bag. Our rivals for the title dropped 2 points today. I'm happy. We're looking at them right now with a slingshot. I told Mont yesterday when he came to this show and handed Liverpool, the title in December. I told him there are more games to come. You will drop points, Mont. And you know what? More of these games are coming. You would literally drop more points before the end of the season. In fact, right now, Flawless and TJ, the team that scares me right now is Manchester City. I'm having this premonition that this guy might come back. No, TJ.
No.
No, TJ.
No.
TJ, you know what? TJ.
No.
TJ. See, Liverpool would drop out of the title race by February. I'm very sure of that. I'm extremely sure.
I completely disagree.
Extremely sure by February.
Yeah, Tony, I thought this was going to be an easy show, bro.
Injury away. If they lose Mohamed Salah and Gravenberch, that's the end. And
They're
right
not
now
going to
they're
lose
dropping
Mohamed
points
Salah. Mohamed Salah has
to
been the best
Newcastle.
been the best player in the league.
If Manchester City, yeah, goes and do good business in the January transfer window, see, they don't need anything big. Yeah, they already have Haaland, the Robies, who could score goals. They just need someone to tuck into that Rodri position and can just get that engine working again. If they go and get someone in the ilk of Zubramendi, it's all over. I mean, it's over. Practically, it's over. They could actually come back. See, yeah, TJ, man, I'm happy for the win today. I won't stress this. Danny has to be more stressed. 3 points in the bag. Our rivals today for the title dropped 2 points. I'm happy. It's a win for the Arsenal. Let's go.
Yep. No, I just want to address something real quick, if that's all right, Flawless.
Of course, man. Flaw's yours.
I just thought, bro, I just thought that there really wasn't like United didn't look threatening at all, except for that Dalot passage at the beginning of at the end of the first half. Like I thought we controlled the ball. I thought we controlled it really well. I don't think we played the best, but we controlled what we could control. Going forward, and I really need to see more in the final third, because while we are set piece FC right now, and to be honest, you guys can call us set piece FC. I don't care. It doesn't offend me. We're scoring goals. Like, that's what pisses the ops off, is that we're scoring goals. So, number one, hold that. Number two, it does concern me just a little bit, because we need to start scoring more open play goals. We looked like garbage in open play today. Like, let's be real. In the final third, we were not executing. Martinelli, out of everybody on the pitch, was the worst. He was the worst player out there today, without a doubt. Was missing. He just looks like he loses his head. Like, this guy is Jekyll and Hyde out there. He has a good game, and then he has an absolutely awful game. So he's still worrying me on that left side. Zinchenko, I never want to see this guy play again for my club. Please stop putting him out there. I don't care. Stop putting him in that position. Put out one of the kids out there. Put out Miles Lewis-Skelly. Why even have Kieran Tierney on the bench if you're not going to play him? Like, stop doing this. Stop doing this. I didn't think, and here's the thing is, I didn't think Thomas Partey played that well today. There were a lot of key passes that he was missing. And people are saying, oh yeah, well, he was like a player of the match kind of thing. No, Declan Rice, if you're gonna say anything, it's between Declan Rice and it's between Timber today. They were absolutely incredible today. Declan Rice, who gets all this shit about not being an impact player for Arsenal, bossed the midfield today. This is why he's behind me today, because Declan Rice absolutely cooked today. Great. Recycled the ball really, really well. Anytime he needed to bail Odegaard or Saka or Martinelli or Trossard, whoever was on the left at that point, he needed to bail them out. He was there to dump the ball back to. So Declan Rice, I'm not hearing Declan Rice slander after that game. Fantastic match from Declan Rice today. Kai Havertz was awful. Stop with the Kai Havertz prop. He did nothing today. All he did was get it stuck in. That's all he did. He played shithouse football. He got under people's skin. That's all he did. He did not provide a thing today. He did not provide a thing.
Is his job to provide?
His job is to provide goals. Yes, that he is the nine.
I mean, we're using him as a nine. You're meant to get clear-cut chances to him, innit? Only one clear-cut chance was dished out to Kai Havertz. No, you have to be fair. No, TJ, you have to be fair. You have to be fair. I mean, I don't want to say justice for Kai today, because, I mean, it's not all about him today, but come on, man. I think that's over-the-top criticism.
He wasn't good today.
To Kai Havertz, man. I mean, he had to drop down deep lots of times when I was checking out his game. He had to drop down deep to actually get the ball or to get anything going on. I mean, even in our midfield, see, man, I have to throw into question what TJ just.
He wasn't good today. Sorry,
TJ, I have to throw into question. TJ, I have to throw into question what you just said about Declan Rice. I'm sorry, man. Declan Rice didn't have a. He got
player of the match
today. No, he didn't have a field day today, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Thomas Partey even had a better game than Declan Rice today. He was the one even getting into forward positions and attacking positions to be able to even create anything, to even get a shot on goal at all today. To be very sincere with you, I thought Thomas Partey walked his socks off today. I was seeing him popping up in more attacking positions than usual today, than even a Declan Rice did today. Yeah, he mopped up a little bit, but again, I think he can do more. I mean, where are the shots from outside the box? He did these things in West Ham.
We
He
did
has
this. We've had this
completely
conversation.
dried up.
I think we had this
I didn't see
conversation
any
this
shots from
time
outside
last
the
year,
18-yard
where you're
box.
expecting
I
Declan
didn't
Rice
see
to
him
score
drive
goals.
through.
He's not that
Yeah,
guy.
he took some good corner kicks, but I mean, he didn't do anything particularly special today. I hear you if you said he had a good game. I hear you on that, but
You need to rewatch
and
the
to
game,
claim he
Tony.
had an exceptional game, no, I don't think so. How can he have an exceptional game today when our midfield today looked drab like that?
I thought our midfield
that's
looked
an
fine.
indictment on our whole midfield. If you say that he had a fantastic game, I don't think so. He didn't have a fantastic game today.
He had a
Midfield looked
fantastic
drab.
game.
I don't know. Maybe it's
4 out
I
of
don't know,
5
they just
aerial
played a little
duels
bit
won.
under the weather today, TJ. I
Accurate
don't know.
crossing.
I'm happy for the win, but I'm not just
88% of his
sold out
passes
on our performance
completed.
today.
Got an assist. I don't know why you're shitting on him, to be honest. I don't
No,
understand
Well,
it.
Tony, do you think he was bad
He
today?
didn't
Or you
have
just
an over the top performance today.
what do you think?
That's
What
what
would
I'm
you say?
saying.
What would you
He
call?
didn't
I thought he
have
was
an
man
over
of the
top
match.
performance.
Tony, what would you call his performance? What would you say? Like rating him to like a describe
Average
him?
at best. I mean, average at best. I mean, today wasn't the best of days for Arsenal, innit? I mean, you watch that game. Anyone who says that was a walk in the park, well, good, no problem. But I would tone it down a bit because I wasn't really the energy I was going with into this matchup wasn't what I bargained for. I was looking for an annihilation of Manchester United because I thought we're far apart in terms of the levels we've gotten to. But
yeah. So here's the thing.
I
have to address a couple
Amorim
of
has brought to that team.
I have to address a couple of
in
things.
such a short time.
And I don't usually get angry at the chat, but Kaneki, he only had one. If you're rating how a midfielder did based on how many tackles he had, you need to be reassessing how you're watching the game. We did not need to be tackling folks in the midfield. You know who also had one tackle today? Our other number 6, Thomas Partey. He also only had one tackle. But everybody is saying, but Tony's down here saying that he was one of the men of the match. If you go to SofaScore, FootMob, whatever, he also only had one tackle.
I said
so
he
maybe
had
a
more advanced role today, TJ. He had a more advanced role today.
I know he was up the field and he was recycling like
attacking positions today
than
Declan
I don't
Rice
know.
did.
I thought Declan Rice was fantastic today, and look, like you guys could talk, and you know what, and Kaneki, you can hold that, especially because if there's anybody that talks shit for Man United, it's you. So I hope you are in despair today. If you're talking about us playing 3 CBs, 4 CBs, 5 CBs out there, how many do you have on your back line, my friend? Amorim ball is all about having fullbacks, center backs, wing backs, back FC, bro. Don't chat to me. Don't chat to me after your team hold a 2-0 loss to us. Don't chat to me. You got nothing. Amorim ball is going to take a lot of time to clean up what the Glazers and Ten Hag did to your club. Enjoy the ride because it's going to get worse. Because I'm going to be honest with you, this wasn't even near what Arsenal's level was. We didn't get out of second gear today in terms of what we could do in open play. How we looked against West Ham versus how we look today, it was night and day. Night and day.
That's what makes the defeat worse for me.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. And I want to ask Flawless too, because this isn't all about me. This isn't all about me.
This is you man's moment, but go on.
Because
got you
I questioned Amorim's starting 11 today. We talked yesterday about who we expected to see in the starting 11 for Man United. I was seeing, and I brought up just off the cuff. I didn't think it was going to be true, but off the cuff, I brought up Malacia.
Yeah.
Did you expect to see Malacia in the starting 11 today?
I didn't expect to see Malacia. I didn't expect.
But did that disappoint me? I mean, what did you think of the starting 11? I wasn't able to tune into the watch along because I was doing my own. But what did you think about it?
It's cool. I said it at the start of the match reaction. You lot, make sure you check it out. I'll drop it in the link. I'll drop the link in the chat. Hey, you lot, you can disagree. Please just keep it non-personals. Keep it all football in the chat, or I will block you. That's the TJ, Tony, or myself people. Keep it football related. You can disagree. Any personal attacks, you will be blocked. So please be respectful. What was I going to say? I said it on my match reaction. Amorim got the lineup wrong today. Painfully wrong. Painfully wrong. In regards to no Diallo. Defensively, again, I very rarely have defensive issues with Manchester United. And defensively, I seen the team. I said, cool. I said, no problem. That was always on the ball and offensively. And he got it completely wrong today. No Diallo is a crime. He's an absolute criminal. We already struggle going forward and creating and scoring goals. And you take off the player who has not only been our best attacking player, but is also in fine form. And then you play the holy trinity from hell in Mount, Garnacho, Højlund. Whoa.
That's crazy.
I said it. I never want to see it again. Holy Trinity from hell. They give you nothing. Mount, not even to his credit. One thing I can say, off the ball, fantastic. I say this about him all the time. When it comes to his off the ball attributes, phenomenal. On the ball, gives you nothing. Garnacho's the worst 10 we have. He contributed to the first corner for the first goal because he miscontrolled it and got caught because he can't receive the ball with his back to go. It's like, why are you there? And that's on the manager. He gives you nothing on the ball. He gives you nothing off the ball. Højlund super limited, as we know. So the fact that Diallo, you could have easily played the same back five that you played with the wing backs, played Diallo in the 10, played Bruno there in the 10, and played Rashford up top. All our attackers are terrible outside of Diallo. You have to play players who are in form. Rashford has just scored 2 goals. Xerxes just scored 2 goals. Play one of them at least. As much as I don't rate them. And Rashford stupidly gave the ball away for the second goal, trying to chip it up and clear it. And we all know Rashford's limited. So this is not me campaigning. I'm saying this is what he has to work with, which is not his fault. When somebody is in form, you have to play them. Play them until they're out of form.
Wait. But who's in form?
When I say in form,
did you see the Everton game?
When I say in form, I'm talking about. When I say in form, I'm talking about in terms of goals.
Yeah.
Who?
Xerxes. Why wasn't he on the pitch?
Rashford scored 3 and 2. Rashford scored 3 and 2.
Oh, wait. You meant the goals he scored against Everton?
Everton.
I mean, a relegation-bound team, is that form? I mean, let's start revisiting what we're talking about. Form. I mean,
because you've jumped in without understanding what I'm saying. When I say form, Rashford is not a good player. He's never going to play well overall. So I'll clarify it for you further. Goal scoring. If one of our strikers is scoring goals, you have to play him. Because eventually the goals are going to let me land, and then you can respond. If one of our strikers is scoring goals, doesn't matter who it's against, you have to play him because eventually they're going to dry up because our attackers are not very good. So if someone's just scored 2 goals, we know what Rashford's like. We know he's going to go on a drought. You have to play him until he goes on that drought. I said this about, you've missed this. I said this about Højlund and Rashford. Alternate until one of them scores.
I didn't miss it. All I'm just trying to say is that maybe Amorim sees something more different that you're not seeing in training. I mean, it's one thing to score against Everton, yeah? It's one thing to score against Everton and to get a goal against Polk or wherever, man. But see, man.
He didn't score. Here's how you messed up. What did you just say then? You just mentioned Bodo Glimt, correct? I'm mocking him. Who's the striker who played today? Who did he score against?
See,
man. No. Answer the question.
You know what, yeah?
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You just mocked Bodo Glimt. Who did the striker he started today? Which team did he score his goals against?
See, Rashford scored his goals. Rashford scored his goals against Everton.
And who did Højlund score his goals against?
Højlund scored against Bodo Glimt. He scored against Bodo Glimt, right? He scored 2 goals against Bodo Glimt.
Again, and which one of those?
But again,
no.
Bodo Glimt.
Which one of those?
Bodo Glimt isn't a Premiership side. It's a 4-4 side. But Bodo Glimt isn't a Premiership side. It's a poor side. Rashford scored against a
Norwegian champions,
relegation-bound Everton team. So if Amorim sees something different or sees a reason why he shouldn't be using someone who scored against Bodo Glimt, against potential Premier League winners, I mean, maybe he knows more than you. I'm just saying.
Did it work today?
Yeah, today. That's what I'm saying.
Did it work? Did our attacking trio work?
But again, it doesn't have to work. It doesn't have to work.
What do you mean it don't have to work?
No, it doesn't have to work because your team is incomplete.
Did it work? It doesn't matter about
you don't have what it takes to compete with Arsenal. That's a fact that you already know.
Answer the question.
No, but it's a fact that why would you expect it to work when you've already agreed that we're not on the same level in terms of the kind of players we have?
Did the attack work?
No, why would you expect it to work in the first place?
You said it expected it to work. I asked you a simple
question. That's what I'm saying.
I asked you again. Did the attack work today?
No, it didn't work. But again, you're forgetting you're playing against Arsenal at home.
Did the attack work? Did the attack
it didn't work? What would literally have worked today?
So we got it.
What would literally have worked today?
You play Diallo there. You play our best attacker there. That's what you do. You play Diallo. Yeah. Nothing to say, look at him, stung. You know what I'm saying? You play Diallo. You didn't expect that one, did you? What are we talking about here? If we're going to talk, let's talk common sense. Let's talk common sense, please, I beg. Let's talk common sense. And I even saying it would have definitely worked. I'm saying there's a better opportunity than playing Garnacho and Mount. Go on, lie and tell me that Garnacho and Mount are better than Diallo. Go on, lie about it.
No, but Garnacho has more goals than Diallo this season.
Is Garnacho a better 10 than Diallo?
Garnacho has more goals and more goal contributions for Manchester United this season than Diallo has.
I'll ask you again, is Garnacho a better 10 than Diallo?
Bro, see, man. Flawless, you're getting this all twisted up. Amorim is a new manager. He has to test the kind of players that he has.
We are not bypassing questions because you don't like the answer. Is Garnacho a better 10 than Diallo? Yes or no?
Then I'll go by his contributions this season. Yes.
So you think Garnacho's a better 10 than Diallo?
Because he's had more goal contributions than Diallo this season.
Wait. Is Garnacho a better 10 than Diallo? That's what you're telling me.
See, I will go by I'm a stats guy. I'll go by the stats. And I think Garnacho has more goal scoring contributions than Diallo has done this season.
Chris Wood has more GNA than Havertz. Is he better than Havertz?
No.
Why is it
Follow the stats when it comes to this Garnacho comparison.
We're going off GNA.
No. Does Garnacho have more goal scoring contributions than Diallo? Is that a fact?
In the Premier League, no.
This season,
no.
This season entirely in all your games.
No,
in all competitions.
Don't count them games. You can count Barnsley.
Why?
Because you can count Barnsley. Because you can count Barnsley. If you want to crash on Everton, but then don't want to crash on Barnsley. What are Barnsley? What league are Barnsley in, Tony? What league are Barnsley in?
All right, man.
Answer, no, don't all right, man, me. What league are Barnsley in?
No,
see, what league are Barnsley in?
I'm not saying Garnacho is in the best position. I'm just saying your manager.
What league are Barnsley in?
Because now you're putting extra pressure on that manager right now. And this doesn't look good for you, Flawless. It doesn't look good.
What league are Barnsley?
It doesn't look good.
Garnacho's better than Diallo. It don't look good for you. What league are Barnsley in? What league are Barnsley? Man wants to crash on relegated Everton and don't count goals, but you want to count GNA against Barnsley. What league are Barnsley? And I'll ask you again. We just won't move on. We'll be here for the next hour. What league are Barnsley in, Tony?
Bro, does it matter?
What league? Yes, it does matter. What league are Barnsley in? Yes, it does matter.
Does it matter at this time, provided it gets you ahead?
Yes, it does matter.
No, does it matter, provided it gets you ahead?
No. You wanted to bring up that Everton are battling relegation. What league are Barnsley in? What league are Barnsley in? I keep asking you. I got all night. So what league are Barnsley in?
I don't have all night. Can we just say League One and
move on? They can be in the lower league, man. They can be in the lower league position.
No. I want to question what league are Barnsley in?
They can be in the lower league. See, they can be in the lower league, yeah. But again, you don't know more than Amourim right now.
What league are Barnsley in? I never said
you don't know more than Amourim. Flawless, you don't have the answers. Flawless, you don't have the answers. Allow Amorim come and
What league are
Allow
Barnsley in?
Amorim come
What
and change
league are
things in your
Barnsley
football
in?
club.
What
Give him the
league are
space.
Barnsley
Give him
in?
the
What
time.
league are Barnsley in? I'll
Give
keep
him the
asking you.
space. Give
What
him the
league are
time. I
Barnsley in?
mean,
What league are
why
Barnsley
putting
in?
this
What
extra
league are
pressure on this
Barnsley in?
new manager?
What
He
league are
has to
Barnsley
test
in?
up his
What
players.
league are
Let him
Barnsley in?
find his niche.
Tony, what
Let him
league are
find the
Barnsley in?
players that will
What
play
league
for
are
him.
Barnsley in, Tony? What league are Barnsley in? What league are Barnsley in? I keep asking you. What league are Barnsley in? You ain't gonna overtalk me. That's not running over here. What league are Barnsley in?
Bro, man, I don't
What
care
league
what
are
league
Barnsley in? I
Barnsley
keep
is
asking.
in.
I don't care what league are Barnsley
Garnacho
in.
helped you get over the line against Burnley. That counts for something.
No, you wanted to crash on Everton. Now you don't want to crash on Barnsley. What league are Barnsley in? And you're here bigging up GNA against Barnsley. What league are they in? I keep asking. I don't care. What league
Bro,
are
man,
Barnsley
boy,
in? What
see,
league
it's
are
the fact
Barnsley
he
in,
has
Tony?
more
Tony,
goal
what league are
contributions
Barnsley in?
than
What league
Diallo
are
this
Barnsley
season.
in, Tony? Because Rashford's
Bro,
goals
that's
against
a fact,
Everton,
and
no
that's a
count.
fact. He's
What
kind of
league
run
are
away
Barnsley in?
from, man.
What league are
So,
Barnsley in? You running away from the question. You got your track shoes on. What league are Barnsley in? I'll keep asking.
bro,
What league are
they're
Barnsley
in
in?
a
Y'all
lower
ain't no
league.
bro. What league are
What's
Barnsley in?
my
What
business?
league are they
Bro,
in?
what's
What
my
league
business
are
with
they in?
Burnley?
Answer the question, Tony. We don't duck questions over here. You can duck questions over there, so you don't duck questions over here. What league are Barnsley in? I keep asking.
Bro, I don't care. Bro,
What
I
league
don't
are
care what
Barnsley
league
in?
they're
I
in.
keep asking them. What
I
league are
don't
Barnsley
care.
in? But you wanted to
I don't
crash on
care. They
Everton
could
for
be
not in
relics of the
relegation.
bum. I don't
What
care, man.
league are
But what I
Barnsley
care
in?
about is
What
that
league are Barnsley in? What league are
Garnacho got
Barnsley in?
you
I
over the
don't care
line
what
on
you
that
got to
one.
say. What
And you're
league are
not willing
Barnsley
to
in?
put it
I don't
into
care what
perspective right
league are
now.
Barnsley in. What league are Barnsley in? We're not moving off of it. What league are
TJ,
Barnsley in?
For the
you
love
better
of
be the
God,
deal
What
breaker
league?
here, man.
What league are
I'm not
Barnsley in?
answering
I'm
that
not.
question for
I keep
nothing.
asking. What league are
Tony.
I'm
I'm
Barnsley
not
not gonna.
answering that
Tony,
I keep
question.
asking what league are Barnsley. We don't duck questions over here. What league are Barnsley? And the show won't move on. Then it's
I'm
cool.
not
I
answering
keep
that
asking.
question.
I keep
Hell
asking.
no.
I keep asking till you leave. What
Hell
league are
no, I'm
Barnsley?
not answering that
What league are
question.
Barnsley? What league are Barnsley? You can't duck questions over here. So what league are
I'm
Barnsley?
not answering that question.
What league are Barnsley? I keep
TJ,
asking.
you have to come
What
and
league
dock
are
on this
Barnsley?
one
Nah,
because,
it's
come
not.
on,
What
man.
league are
I'm
Barnsley?
not going to
Nah,
answer
I ain't
that
doing it.
question, man.
I can't throw you a.
I keep
I
asking
can't
you. I
throw
ask
you
you every
a
time you're
life
on.
raft on this
I,
one, Tony.
I
You got to
ask you
answer the
every time
question.
you're on. I ask you every time you're on. It's cool. We will never move off it. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm petty enough. We can do this. What league are Barnsley in? I keep asking.
Bro, man.
What
I
league
mean,
are
Tony,
Barnsley in?
if
I
you
will
just
wanted
keep
to
say it.
continue,
asking. I
man.
will keep
Just say the
asking.
Bro,
What
league.
but
league
that
Barnsley
question,
in?
I'm not going to
I
answer
will
it.
keep asking. Innit? I will keep asking what league are Barnsley in. It don't matter. What league are Barnsley in? This is not what we doing. Man trying to go over the top talking about this, that, and the third. What league are Barnsley in? I'll keep asking. I don't care. And I'll ask you next week and the week after and the week after and the week after. I do
Good
not
and
care.
okay. I'm not answering that
We
question.
don't put questions.
I'm
All
not
right, we're not
answering that
moving on then.
question.
We ain't moving
Just
on then.
because
We
you
ain't
want
moving
to
on then.
prove this,
Wait a minute.
Garnacho,
Why
to be
are
wrong.
We're not moving on.
I
We are not
mean,
moving on.
I
We are
lost
not
it? Why aren't
moving
you
on.
answering the question?
Why are we not moving
I
on?
mean,
Why are we not
Diallo.
moving on?
Diallo
Why are
has
we not
played this
moving on?
season.
Answer
What
the
has he
question. I don't
done?
care about none of
What
that.
has
I
he
don't
done?
care about none of that. What league
How
are
many
Barnsley
goals
in?
has he
What
scored?
league are Barnsley in? What league are Barnsley in?
What makes him a
What
king?
league are Barnsley
Come
in?
on, man.
What
Relax,
league are
bro.
Barnsley in? What
What
leagues are
makes him a king?
What league are Barnsley in? What league are
I
Barnsley in?
mean, your manager
What
is
league
trying
are
to
Barnsley in?
try.
What league
Your
are
manager,
Barnsley in?
your
Don't tell
new
me about my
incoming
manager.
manager
Don't
that
tell
is
me about
feeding to
nothing
your
else. What
team
league are
is
Barnsley
trying
in?
to get his
What league
formations
are
and trying to
Barnsley in?
know the
What
kind of
league
players
are
that's
Barnsley
going to
in?
go to
What
war for
league
him.
are
And
Barnsley
you're
in?
out here
What
saying this
league
stuff,
I'm
man.
gonna
are
finish this
Barnsley
before
in?
this
What
gets
league
over.
are Barnsley in? What league are Barnsley in?
But what does that
What league
matter?
are
What
league
does
are
it matter?
Barnsley in? Yes, it does matter.
No,
What
does
league
it
are
matter? No,
Barnsley in?
it doesn't
Yeah, it does
matter.
matter. What
It
league are
does
Barnsley
No,
in?
matter.
give me the
What league
reasoning
are
why it
Tony, it
matters.
does matter.
League are Barnsley in? Because you tried
What
to crash on
matters,
Everton
man?
for being okay. I'll explain. You wanted to crash on Everton for being a relegation side. So what league are Barnsley in? That's why I'm bringing it
Bro,
up. You wanted to
I
crash.
don't
Rashford
care.
goals don't count against Everton.
I
What
don't
league
care.
are Barnsley?
What I care
Who
about
cares
is
how
that they're
many
poor
goals you?
opposition.
What league are Barnsley in, man?
That's
What
all.
league
I
are
don't care.
Barnsley in? I will keep asking you. You are not
I'm not
ducking
going
the
to answer
question.
that
What league
question,
are
man.
Barnsley in? So we'll be here all night.
I'm
We'll
not
be
going to
here all
answer
night
that
till you
question.
leave. We'll be here all night till you leave. Then I have no issue. What league are Barnsley in? I'll be here till you close off. What league are
I'm not going
Barnsley
to
in?
answer that
What league?
question, man.
Okay, cool. But we're not moving on then. What league are Barnsley in? Not first. What league are Barnsley in? What league are
Bro,
Barnsley in?
man,
What league are Barnsley in?
I'm just going to respect
What
you
league
and
are
just keep
Barnsley in?
reading.
Okay, what league are Honestly, we're not doing anything.
I'm just gonna respect you and keep mute.
Don't say nothing else then. Yeah, keep mute. Don't say anything else then. Don't say anything else then. Yeah, Sheik, what are you telling me? Don't say nothing else. Don't want to hear nothing else from you. Every time you say something, I ask you a question. Yeah, go on, Sheik. This guy.
Oh, I get it. He's hurt.
Sheik, how you feeling?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sheik, what are you telling me? Don't do that out here ducking questions. Nah, fuck all that. We ain't on that. Who do you think this is? Ducking questions because you don't like the answer. No. None of
Just say what league Barnsley are in. Just say it, man. It's
man.
not that bad.
No.
Why is it so bad to say it? Why is it so bad?
This is an ego thing. This is an ego thing.
Ego thing. It's just a question.
And I'm not gonna drop that shoulder, brother.
Your ego can sit on your mute. You know what I'm saying? You and that ego can sit there on mute. Then go on, Sheik. What you say? You can sit on mute because every time you talk, I'm gonna ask you the question this week, next week, and so forth. Try me.
Anyways,
okay. Yeah, go on, Sheik.
Big up to you guys. Big up to the Arsenal fans. Big up to everyone in the chat.
And I go over the top and all this rubbish. Nah, that's not what we doing. You put words
big
in
up,
my mouth.
big up, Sheik. Big up, Sheik. I hate your club still, but keep going.
TJ, I hate your club too, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Big up to everyone in the chat. Hey, yo, are you guys not entertained? Like, I have to say this time and time again. Are you guys not entertained in the chat, man? Come on. Run up the likes. Subscribe.
Run up the likes, people.
100%.
Subscribe to TJ. Subscribe to Flawless. Subscribe to everyone, man. Come on. Where do you get content like this, right? But anyways, back to the game. I feel terrible, Flawless. You know this. We talked about this after the game. I'm upset because it's Arsenal. I'm upset because we defeated ourselves today. We beat ourselves today with the lineup, with players' performances, with all of that type of stuff. As much as I say credit to Arsenal for winning today and set piece FC, this and that, whatever, I can sit here and I wish I was set piece FC. What? They're scoring set pieces. They're scoring goals. I want to be scoring goals too. Doesn't matter how you score. It doesn't matter pre-pause. It doesn't matter how it goes in. But it's a goal at the end of the day. So the set piece FC, whatever, cool for the banter. If you guys want to run it, cool. But let's just be realistic right now. Arsenal fully deserve to win that game.
See, this is why I rate Sheik.
Set pieces. Let's just be honest. They fully deserve to win this game. We from the lineup, it didn't look like we wanted to win this game. That's what I would say. I thought, and I had an idea in my head with why Ruben Amorim would go with this lineup. Probably because of rotation. He said it himself in like a pre-match interview with one of the reporters. He said it was because of rotation. I think it's also just because I'm not sure. Maybe he wanted to set up a certain way and experiment against Arsenal, even though I don't think this is the right experiment. Like, you don't have to do an experiment here. You could have experimented against Nottingham Forest, Victoria, when we play them in the Europa League next week. There's ample opportunities for you to experiment. With that being said, though, we didn't look like we wanted to score. I looked at Arsenal's lineup, Gabriel not being there, Zinchenko being on that left-hand side. Barbecue chicken. It should have been Amad Diallo starting.
Dude, and Diallo cooked him too. Cooked him.
And what happened after that, TJ? Arteta took him off. He took him off. So it's like, why did we not try to capitalize on stuff like this, like with playing that lineup, right? It's disappointing because we shot ourselves in the foot today. We didn't look like we wanted to score. Some of the system and the style of Amorim was still there. It's not like we completely lost it. But once Arsenal scored that first goal, heads were gone. These men can't score, man. It's just as simple as that. We were putting out Garnacho, Højlund, and Bruno as our front three to play against these men. Like, come on, what are we doing? But end of the day, it's not like worrying signs. It's not like Manchester United fans shouldn't be completely upset with what happened today. Like I said, I gave Arsenal credit for winning, but even they weren't at their best today. That first half, we completely controlled the game. 15, 20 minutes, we had around 60% of possession. Odegaard was quiet, and I said this in my in our show earlier today, Flawless in the Morning, that if we keep Odegaard quiet, we might have a chance to either get a draw or nick it, and that's what we did. And then look at the goals that we conceded to from set pieces. So it's like set pieces. It's like a UFC fighter not knowing how to wrestle, but it's part of the game. You have to defend. You have to be able to defend set pieces. And I get it. It's super, super hard. The way that Arsenal do their set pieces too, they throw everybody in front of Onana, and it's tough for him to clear it. I get it, but you have to deal with this stuff. Like, this is things that maybe I guess they will learn how to defend better. It is only like 2 weeks in with Amorim's system. They're still getting adjusted to a lot of things, even though I don't really blame that more so on the system. I blame that just on being well structured under this manager, and they weren't. And that's just what it is. The problems are still there. Like, we still lack creativity in scoring goals. Sometimes today, even we didn't even create that many chances. The best chances I could think of was Dallo and De Ligt. Other than that, and Anthony maybe at the end when the score was already 2-0. But other than that, I really can't think of chances that we created. So it sucks because we lost to Arsenal. They're our rivals. We get it. But I don't think United fans should be fully concerned about just this loss. Like, there's a lot of other things that we have to look into and see. Euro is back. He had a good performance for the minutes that he played. That's a positive sign for us if we can take any positives. Malacia, I thought honestly was going to get cooked in this team, but he played very well today. If I were to like stand out one player today, it'd actually be him because he kept Saka quiet. And then other than that, yeah, there's not really other players. And Ugarte too, he gets a good mention. I thought he played well today too. I think him and Casemiro, yeah, he did the business. There were times where basically he was trying to play like a switch or like a through ball pass, but it's honestly just not part of his game as of yet. And that's why him and Casemiro complement each other very well, because Casemiro sometimes can play that type of pass and can also do their defensive duty. So Bruno in the 8, Ruben, please don't ever experiment that ever again. Bruno in the 8, don't do that. It's worse than Bruno being in a 10, Bruno being in an 8. So it's like, don't ever experiment that again. And I hope he looks at this game and kind of realizes the situation that he has with these attackers. Some of them are just not good enough. Don't cater your system or don't cater yourself to these players by just, rotation and stuff. I get it, but don't try to keep playing these players again and again because you believe that they will be good. They're not good. We've watched these players for 3 or 4 years. They're not good. They're simply not good. They've got time and time again to prove themselves under different managers, and they haven't done it. They're not good. Rashford today, with all the goals that he's been scoring in the past couple of games, shocking today. Non-existent. Didn't want to jump for a header. Gave away a goal. It was a mistake from him. All you have to do is try to kick it off the Arsenal player, goes out for a throw or goes out for a goal kick. But no, we want to do keepy uppies and trying to clear the ball away. That's what we want to do. So 2 mistakes. Garnacho mistake leads to the goal. Rashford mistake leads to the goal. Other than that, I don't really think Arsenal did much in terms of threatening us. I don't think we did anything at all in terms of threatening them. That's just what the game is. They get the 3 points. We move. We go to Forest. We focus on that game now.
Do you think you guys were saving up for Forest? Like, I was shocked at the lineup.
I think he did. I think the aim was to get 4 points from 6.
Yeah,
I think that was the aim.
I agree, 100%.
Which I don't like. I don't like the fact that you went that way because we could have got something from today. We could have.
Yeah, I mean, and Sheik said it himself, and I said it as well. We didn't look good in open play at all. We didn't look like we were generating a thing. Like a lot of this, I think it was like 6 or 7 in the corners that we got were just deflecting off of your players. Like, I can't recall, other than the Martinelli, I think the Martinelli and the Declan Rice sky balls over the net. I don't recall a shot on Onana that didn't come from a set piece. Like, I really don't remember. But yeah.
Well, you're right. And big up to Daryl.
So,
appreciate Daryl for the super chat. First and foremost, Daryl, 4 goals, yeah? All right. You know what I'm saying? Daishin and that. You know what I'm saying? Did it finish 4-0? I know you were 4-0 up. Hey, Daishin, man. Hey, Daryl, come outside, man. 4-0 winners, yeah?
Hey, Daryl.
Big up, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl. We need the same energy, man. You know what I'm saying? We need the same energy for 4-0.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, we do.
And Daryl raises a big point. Daryl raises a big point. The problem.
No, you ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing this. What League of Barnsley in? What League of Barnsley in? You thought I forgot.
Bro, what is it, man? Bro, what are you waffling about this Barnsley, man?
We were so close.
Come on, bro. It's a League One team. Okay, you have it. It's a League One team. So what do you want? It's a League One team. So what is it?
We got there. So the Ganacho.
No, thank God we got there.
So what is it? Okay, we got there.
What is it? What's the problem?
Rashford's goals against Everton don't count, so neither does Ganacho's GNA against
What does that prove?
League One side.
Ganacho's
GNA don't. Yeah, Ganacho's GNA don't count.
Even if I tell you where they come from,
Ganacho's GNA don't count. That's what it means. According to your logic, Ganacho's GNA don't count. Because Rashford's against Everton because they're relegation fodder. So GNA against League One don't count.
It's good for you to say this in hindsight.
GNA against League One don't count. GNA against League One don't count. GNA against League One opposition don't count. GNA against League One opposition against count. No, I'm talking to you. GNA against League One opposition don't count because Rashford's goals against Everton don't count because they're relegation fodder. So Diallo has more GNA than him across all competitions. So therefore, according to your logic, we should play.
And again,
finally we got there, people. You see how he put his ego to the side. Quickly put his ego to the side.
See, you just lied. You just lied on me right now. You just lied on me right now. I did not say.
It's not nice to be lied on, is it? It's not nice to be lied on, is it? Tony, it's not nice to be lied on, is it?
I
nice
did
to be
not
lied on,
say
is it?
his goals doesn't matter.
It doesn't nice.
I
It
said
does not
he
nice to be
scored
lied on.
against
It don't
a
nice to-
relegation
and
form
Garnacho
team.
scored against
That's
the
what
League
I
One
said.
side.
So,
And Garnacho scored against the League
so
One
you
side.
can't take
And
those
Garnacho
goals
scored against the League One
at
side. So you
special
can't take
value.
Garnacho's goals. You can't take Garnacho's goals either. Then you can't take his GNA.
Good and okay, but all I'm
Okay, so you
saying is
can't take
that
his
they're
GNA. So
the same
Diallo should have
ship
played
either
ahead of
way.
him because of your logic. You know what I'm saying?
They're
Diallo
the
should have played
same.
ahead of him.
They're the same
No.
ship either
Diallo
way.
should have played ahead of
So
him.
you
Diallo should have played
you
ahead
can
of
as
him.
well use any of them.
Diallo should have played ahead of him. Diallo should have played ahead of him, according to you. That's my point I'm making. That's why I stuck on that. Because you tried to be sneaky with it. You know what I'm saying? See how he put his ego to the side, people? That ego shit don't run down here. Put that to the side quick. Man thought I forgot. What are we talking about?
Can I ask you, Tony? Can I ask you a question?
Talking about Rashford's goals don't count against Everton because they're relegation for the world.
I never
Tony,
said. That's why I'm saying you're lying, man. I never said his goals don't count.
man.
I said he scored against the relegation-bound team.
Oh,
so
Garnacho scored against the League One
levels
side.
to this. The levels to this.
Garnacho scored against the League One side.
I mean, you can't compare him scoring against Everton and watching him score against
the League One side.
Tony, Everton just scored.
Tony, can I ask you? No, I got a
today.
serious question. I got a serious question for Tony. Tony, can you
Dumb
name the
logic.
clubs that Kai Havertz has scored on this season?
Ain't got Scooby. You know what I'm saying?
What
I
do
looked
you
it up
mean?
because
They
I
scored in the
couldn't remember
Champions
either.
League. It got a goal last week against West Ham, London
So I'll
Derby.
get-
Relegation battling West Ham.
Relegation
battling West Ham. You know who else he scored on in the league?
Yeah.
Leicester City.
Relegation.
Leicester City.
No.
Southampton.
Wait. Is West Ham
Relegation,
battling?
Southampton.
No, is West Ham
No,
battling
and also-
relegation?
Yes.
And
They are battling
also
relegation.
battling
They are. Have you
relegation,
seen the
Wolverhampton
results? Have you
Wanderers.
seen the
They're
results
battling
recently?
relegation.
Have you seen West Ham's results?
They're
Everyone
battling
wants
relegation.
Lopetegui out. Everyone wants Lopetegui out. Shout out to Mike's, great West Ham content creator. He wants Lopetegui out. Shout out to Mike's every single time.
Well, West Ham have been absolutely awful this season. Leicester just had to pillage Ruben Nistelrooy away from United.
No, do you really think West Ham is going on relegation?
They are
do you
going.
think
They are.
West Ham is
They're not
going?
going to get. They're not going to get
going to
relegated,
get
but they are.
relegated.
They are battling it.
I
They're
don't
one
think
of the worst
Everton are
teams in the
either.
league, Tony.
I don't
Tony,
think
the point
Everton
I'm saying is that you're trying to make points against Garnacho, but the guy that you keep hyping up to be this incredible player for us in the 9 scores is a flat track bully on average. He's a flat track bully.
Well, no one. Well, in the first place, no one has heralded. No one has heralded. Now, this is where you
said justice for Kai Havertz 2 months
ago. No one has ever heralded Kai Havertz as the go-to guy in the number 9 position. I've never done that.
Did you not say
I've
where's
never
the
done
Justice
that.
Kai? Did you not say where's the
Justice Kai doesn't mean Justice Kai doesn't mean that I've said is the best guy that we can have in that number 9 position. I've never said that. In fact, I've been clamoring alongside TJ that we need a striker that will come into this football club and score 25, 30 goals in a season. What I've just said is that they've been unfair to this guy because I do know what he faced when he came into this football club. That's all I've said.
Yeah, and Tony, I don't mean to pile on, but do you know
he's not a number 9?
Do you know?
He's not a number 9. I consider Kai Havertz to be a midfielder.
Tony, Kai Havertz has also scored goals against Bolton and Preston too.
Bro, does this make sense to you? Kai Havertz isn't a striker. He's a midfielder.
A 10 or 8.
He's a midfielder.
He
is a midfielder.
Not
he's
a very
not
good
a number 9.
More so as
So
a 10.
no matter how you spin this argument, he's not a number 9.
Is he a 10
So
or
why
8?
attaching all this pressure to Kai Havertz when in the first place I've never said that he is the king to be in that number 9 position? I've never said that. I've always said that we should bring in maybe a Victor Gyökeres or a Victor Osimhen. I've always said that.
Is he a 10 or 8 in your opinion? Or both?
He's not a 10. He's not a 10. For me, he's not a 10.
Is he an 8? I'm asking. Because I don't know what he is either.
I don't know. Just playing behind the striker. That's all I would say. Just playing behind the striker, behind the main striker.
Let me get to this anyway. Big up Daryl in the cut. The problem with hiring Ruben Amorim mid-season is he never had a chance to develop his style with United and figure out which bums to clear out. And yeah, that's where the problem lies with the ownership. I put that squarely on him. Squarely on them, sorry. That's not on him in regards to that. And that's what Tony talking about me lying on him was trying to twist, talking about, oh, you crashing on Amorim. No. But if he makes a mistake, I'm going to call out a mistake. The lineup today was not the correct lineup. And the game showed out. So you've seen that attack. We were going to struggle. Let me land and then you can respond. Let me land and then you can respond. But I'm going to cut you off if you put words in my mouth. That attack was never going to do anything.
Bro, I didn't put words in your mouth. I was just trying to get some clarity on what you said.
No, he said if you do.
I said if you're not even listening now. I said if you do. Okay. All right. Thank you. But big up for the super chat, Darrell. And that's what I was saying in regards to it with Amorim. That lineup wasn't it in terms from an offensive standpoint. All of our good attacks have come from Diallo. I was saying. And he's actually scored according to Tony's logic against teams where it means more. You know what I'm saying? Against relegation Everton, no. But against West Ham for Havertz and against League One opposition Barnsley for Garnacho, all hail him. Yeah, makes sense. Go on, Tony. What did you want clarification on?
See, man, it's still the same thing that Darrell put to you, yeah. How else do you want Amorim? I mean, a manager comes in mid-season, yeah, takes over from Ten Hag, that this same players, yeah, that we're all talking about for Manchester United have completely, sold him off. I mean, Ten Hag is a bad coach. I get that, yeah? Totally, I don't respect that manager. But again, you're not seeing reasons why Ten Hag failed. It's with the players. It might not necessarily be with the coach.
With you on that.
But again, yeah, a manager comes mid-season into your team. You never played preseason to know the kind of players he has, in stock right now.
Agreed.
And right now he's trying to play with formations. He's trying to play with with different tactics to know the kind of players that will go to war for him. And you criticize him.
Let's get to this. One second.
Use of this players.
Hey, BS Gunner, you've been talking a lot in the. Wait, hold up.
How do you want him to learn?
One sec, Tony. One sec. Hey, BS Gunner, you've been talking a hell of a lot. You're about tomorrow. We can have a live debate on the channel because you've been talking a hell of rubbish in the chat. So we can have this live debate tomorrow. Let me know if you're about tomorrow.
BS Gunner is actually a regular on my channel.
10 p.m.
in the chat.
No, we know BX Gunner, but I don't see how you're saying that Tony he's already Amorim out.
Yeah, man, I'll even exclude the.
No, he hasn't said Amorim out. He didn't say that.
It's not about sunning you. BX Gunner, are you about tomorrow? Because it's never sunning. You took a personal shot at me, not the other way around, but I let that slide. Are you about tomorrow, 10 p.m.? Let's have the debate. Because you clearly know so much about me that you saying I'm itching to be Amorim out, which is far from the truth. Just because I criticized the lineup. So are you about tomorrow, 10 p.m. UK time? That's all I want to know. And we can have the debate on here. That's it. That's all I want to know.
I agree. He has never said that.
That's outrageous. Itching to be Amorim out, you know.
But again, flawless, yeah. But again, that's why it's comments like this, yeah. I do know BX Gunner. Shout out to him. But you know what? Yeah, it's comments like this that I want you to distance yourself from. That I want you, Flawless, to distance yourself from.
What comments?
Because see, yeah, because when you criticize Amorim's choice of players, this evening, yeah, to some fans out there, it will look like you're actually questioning the manager's technical know-how with what he has with the team right now. That's what I want you to distance yourself from.
Let me respond. I don't have to distance myself. That means people are not listening. If you hear me criticize the manager for a lineup and you think you think I want Amorim out, that's your interpretation of it.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
No, not mine. No, I didn't say it to me. I'm saying maybe other people that might hear it, might misconstrue it.
Well, that's on them for not listening then. That's not them for not listening.
Tony, let me tell you this, Tony. If Amorim had played in the game against Ipswich, had we heard everything about Amorim's back three system, and then against Ipswich he plays a back four, we would have criticized him then as well. We would have. That's just what it is.
All it is before go on. Yeah, like what we talking about. Never did I say the manager should be fired or I'm not backing Amorim. I've backed Amorim. He was the manager I wanted. But again, people don't be listening and paying attention. But I can't criticize stuff if I think it's wrong. So I'm just supposed to agree with everything. That's what I'm supposed to do. Who's itching to be Amorim out? Nonsense statement with nothing to back it up of substance. Just because me and you were going back and forth the way me you're going back and forth does not allow people to be talking rubbish in the chat. Absolute nonsense. There's zero to back that up. Zero to back that up. So because I criticize him, that means that I want him gone. Or it sounded like I'm itching to be Amorim out. Nonsense. After how many games? 4 matches. 4 games. Well, clearly you don't watch me. But again, people don't be paying attention and listening. People just want to run daft agendas. How is that? What are we talking about here? Let's please just use some common sense. And the lineup didn't work. But hey, we move. Hey, BX Gunner, I don't even care about all that. Are you about tomorrow 10 p.m. UK time? Let's have the debate on air. Let's have the debate on air. I even bypassed the personal shot you took at me before and bypassed that. Are you about 10 p.m. UK time tomorrow? Wait, 8:15. Sorry, 10:30 p.m. UK time. Because it's a game. Let me know. And we'll have the debate on air. He's like, oh, you tried Tony. I didn't try Tony. Me and Tony got into a debate. It happens. And you had to pipe up talking about how much I weigh and all this rubbish. Here's by the by. It's by the by. Are you about tomorrow 10:30 p.m. UK time? Because clearly you know a lot about me. Talking about how
it doesn't have to be like that, man. It doesn't have to just back down on
cool. Yeah, BX Gunner, man.
It doesn't have to be like that.
It's cool. We bypass it. It's cool. It's not a problem.
Like, come on.
It's not a problem.
It doesn't have to get to that extent.
Yeah, we don't have to get personal, but it's that we buy back. You know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly.
Let's keep it PG.
I'm itching to be Amorim out because I criticized the front three, which was horrible today. I criticized the front three that produced no big chances, no half chances, and no shots on target in an hour of football. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Then. Cool. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, but you wanna be in the chat talking, but you don't want to have the debate. Cool. Fairs, man. I get it. You shook. I get it, man. You don't want to have the debate. I hear it. You know what I'm saying? You're scared. I get it, man. I hear that. Go on, carry on. As you remember.
Hey, BX Gunner, this is what I would say. Like, because we had all these things against Ten Hag, it was rightfully so. It was for a reason. It's not just like we're sitting here going to criticize and we're negative and all that type of stuff. It's only been 3 weeks. Can we relax now? It's been 3 weeks since he's been at the job. And you think we're just because after one loss, we're going to be itching to be Amorim out based off of a lineup? If you are upset about a lineup, are you Arteta out or itching to be Arteta out? It's as simple as that. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand itself. We criticized the lineup. We said at the moment, we said this, like we heard reports of the lineup before it actually officially came out. On Twitter, it was there 15 to 20 minutes before. We said this on Flawless's show. You can go watch it on the watch along as well. We were not happy with it at all. We weren't. None of us said, oh, I'm questioning Amorim. Oh, this is like a red flag. Oh, no, like this is Amorim shouldn't have done this. Like he shouldn't have done that. No. Well, my stance on this, obviously Flawless could speak for himself, but my stance on this is that I'm going to judge him with everything that he's going to do. Go ahead. If you want to make this change, go ahead. Go ahead if you want to have a specific
then with what you're saying, there's not a big question to your expectations of this manager. Okay. What do you expect from this manager then? Because right now, if you're going to criticize every little thing he's done,
he's criticizing every little thing. He's criticizing every little thing. Stop.
What is criticizing?
No one's criticized every little thing. No one's criticized every little thing.
What have we criticized?
No. With what Schick was saying, man. Schick was saying he's going to critique everything. Critique doesn't mean negatively. I hope you understand that. Yeah, it could be positive.
You said criticize everything.
So criticism, in the context you're putting it right now, Flawless, it's not about that. I'm saying criticism, which could also be constructive in some cases. It could be negative, it could be positive, no problem. If you're going to critique the manager, it depends on how you want to do it. So that's what I'm talking about, Sheikh, because you just said you're going to critique the manager when he makes certain decisions, and that's what you're going to go by. So that means that you have to have a certain expectation of this manager. What is your expectation from this manager that makes you feel, okay, you know what, I have to critique this manager, either positively or negatively? What's your expectation of this manager from now to the end of the season?
Well, this is the thing, Tony. First of all, the only thing that we criticized as of today was just the lineup. That's it. It has nothing to do with his system. It has nothing to do with how he sets us up to play. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's just the players he selected. Even despite, though, I'm still sitting here saying that I'm okay that he went with this lineup. Cool. because you'll get a good understanding of where this squad is at. If he's trying to experiment and rotate, this is things that he's going to figure out. I don't expect him to figure this out right away, but this is just what he's gonna have. But at the same time, I will criticize him for this lineup because I don't think he should have played these players. It's as simple as that. I don't really think I need an explanation on it. If I think he's done something wrong, I'm going to criticize him based on this lineup. And it's just not me myself. There's ample amount of United fans who have criticized the lineup today because simply of the fact, and you will agree on this, Tony, we could have gotten something from the game today had we played a little bit of a better lineup in that first half. We could have.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
So that's why I'm upset, and that's why I'm choosing to criticize him for this lineup because I thought we could have gotten something from this game. But have I?
And to this, let me get to this. To the BS who says, "When did it get personal? You yapping hard, but look rattled." So Lau this guy, 125 soaking wet. What's this? Is this not personal?
Man, come on, man.
Am I lying? Okay. Okay. So who's lying now? All right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Who's rattled to say this with no way even talking to you?
Don't do this, man. I know this guy.
I was gonna ask Sheik a footballing question.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Big up to Marshall for the raid.
Big up to Marshall. You fraud.
It's not on you, man. That's what I'm saying. It's not on you. It's not on you. It's cool, man.
It doesn't have to be like that, man.
People think we have an issue. It's cool. Me and you, but go on. Ask him to respond to you. But before you go, TJ.
Go ahead.
Yes, of course. There's expectations on Amourim, despite the situation he's in, despite the team he's in. However, because he's at Manchester United, regardless, you're still going to have it's not ridiculous expectations, but if you make mistakes, I'm going to call it out. I legit said on my watch along beforehand, you know what I'm saying? Literally beforehand, I don't like this lineup. But if it works out, guess what I'll do? Praise him. Guess what I'll do? Because I didn't like the Everton lineup. And guess what happened? We won 4-0. And I said, you know what? Props. Didn't like it. But we got a result and actually played well for the vast majority of the game. So that's it. Now, BX is not really that serious. You lied already. You know what I'm saying?
But can I say another thing to that, Flawless?
Cool.
Can I say another thing to that? Tony, we've criticized Sir Alex Ferguson in his reign at United as well. We did. He was he underachieved in Europe, and that was one of his biggest criticisms, is that he underachieved in Europe. We weren't a good European side, to be honest, with all the years that he was with us at the club. Same thing for Ten Hag. I criticized him in his first season for not being able for getting Wout Weghorst towards the end of the season, and for playing certain players in the lineup. I criticized. This is the thing. You can't always just be okay with things. That's what I'm trying to say, is that you can't just be okay with things. Obviously, I'm going to have to say something about it. Same thing for you, Tony. If you think Arteta today had a good performance, or he got the win today, next week, if you go and you lose, would you not want to criticize him for a mistake he makes?
No, I get, but there's always two sides to a story. I mean, you can critique Sir Alex Ferguson, and his European pedigree, but again, you also have to, look the other way and check how other European teams set up, at the time. The kind of players they had at the time. Real Madrid had an entire catalogue of Galacticos year in, year out in that team. I mean, the AC Milan was looking good. They had the Maldinis. Other teams had shooters and killers in their team. You can only critique Sir Alex Ferguson's pedigree to an extent. There's always a backstory anyway.
I hear you, Tony, but the thing is, first of all, you're talking about a specific example for Sir Alex Ferguson. I'm saying this overall in terms of managers and players too, just critiquing, right? It's the fact that, I totally lost my train of thought real quick.
Okay.
No, it's totally fine.
When you're talking to Tony, that can happen, fam. No worries.
No, I had something I was gonna say, and then because I was gonna, I literally, this is crazy. But yeah, getting to it, what I was gonna say was, Tony, criticizing someone does not mean that you're manager out or you're against them or you're a player.
Yeah, sure, and I get that. I didn't say that.
That's where the confusion is. I'm telling you this again. If Ruben Amorim had played a back four in his first game, I would have criticized him. That's not what we signed you for. We signed you for a 3 in the back system. So those are things that you can critique someone over. But overall, I'm not sitting here saying, I want Amorim out. I don't trust Amorim. What is Amorim going to do? I feel nervous. I feel concerned. No, there's still so much time left in this season. There's still so many things for him to figure out. He doesn't even have a fully fit 11 yet. We missed Mainu, Martinez, Euro just came back from injury. We haven't tried out Ahmad in the 10. Ahmad's continuing to playing in the wing back. So there are so many different possibilities that we could do. Plus, we can go into January and sign some players as well. Then let's say post-January, we could be having completely different conversations about Ruben Amorim. I will still criticize him then. I will still criticize him now. I will still criticize him a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later. I will.
TJ, please let me get this out quickly, please, TJ.
Okay.
I beg you. I mean, Sheik, you just talked about going into the January transfer window to actually get players. I mean, it seems like you've not seen the receipts out there. Manchester United is owing about £413 million.
They say this every
year.
year.
Let that sink in.
They say that's not anything to do with transfer.
£413
that has nothing to do with
million in transfer fees.
I mean,
people say 800 million.
I'm just saying, tone down your expectations.
Such a dead argument.
Tone down your expectations. Tone down your expectations. You're not gonna go into that January transfer window and bring in the goddamn Amorim to come save Manchester United. I mean, see, man,
I didn't say we're gonna save.
You're being dealt with a very, very big lot. Allow Amorim to just get things through.
Before you go, wait, hold on. Who's not allowing Amorim?
You might not even get any sign.
No, 1 second, Flawless. Can I say something as well?
I'm saying you might not even get any signings in.
Tony, real quick. You said we're in how much over $1 million debt, right? How much money did we spend in the summer this summer?
You're owing about £413 million.
So how much money did we spend
in transfer fees that you've unpaid transfer fees
this summer? How much money did we spend this summer? If we're in so much debt.
No, I'm just saying it might not be sustainable to go on a spending spree in January.
I never said we're gonna go on a spending spree. That's the thing. You're mistaking me from
I'm literally telling you how much you owe right now. It just came out this evening. No, it just came out this evening. That's how much you owe in transfer fees.
I hear that.
That's how much you owe in transfer fees. So I'm just saying that by January, you might not even get any signings in for Amorim.
You know how much money we generate, though? Do you even know how much money we generate every single year? Just based.
No, throw away how much you generate. I'm just telling you. I'm not contesting how much you generate. I'm just saying that.
Sign anyone in January. Cool.
Okay,
Tony. We're going to sign
anyone we might not sign anyone in January, which could happen. All right.
Yes. Cool. All I'm trying to say is though that there are different factors, including us maybe being able to sign someone in January. That's one of the factors that might have us with different conversations with Ruben Amorim. That's what I'm trying to say is that we have so much of the season left. Tony, what were your expectations on Arteta in his first season?
I didn't expect anything.
Get me back into Europe, and please stop embarrassing me.
That's why I'm not hearing this quell the expectations like Sheik or myself have said anything wild in terms of it. I
didn't expect a rookie manager to take me to the Champions League in his first season.
Yeah, I mean, the point I'm making
isn't that as clear as day and night?
Who's expected Amorim? Who said top 4?
Who said I'm expecting us for top 4? Who said that? No one said we're expecting for top 4.
I didn't say that, man. I mean, bro, everybody just puts up stuff, man. I didn't say any of this. Check the chart, not me.
When you say quell the expectations, what are these expectations you think are so over the top?
No, again, I'm just saying. I asked a question. I did not put it to you. I just asked the question. Then if we're gonna criticize everything, according to Sheik, every single thing that Amorim does with this team, every single 11 he puts out with this team. No, it was on you, Sheik. It was on you. It wasn't done flawless. Because you said that. You said that, Sheik. You said that, Sheik. And then I counted you. I said, you know what? If you're gonna dish out this criticism. It's putting serious pressure on this manager. So it all boils back or circles back to your expectation of this manager in the first place. So what's your real expectation of this manager this season that makes you want to criticize everything he does with this team this season?
First of all,
I was just looking for the reason and why the criticism will have to be a little bit stern for this manager that just came in.
I'll tell you my expectation. I'll tell you. First of all, I didn't criticize every single thing that he's done so far. So that's just you saying something wrong about me. I haven't done that. I never said.
No. I meant critique. I meant critique. I meant critique.
Tony,
Critique doesn't mean you said bad statements about him.
Tony, let me finish.
It could be positive, it could be negative.
I said,
do you get it? No, Sheik, do you get it?
Yes.
That criticism doesn't have to be negative.
That's not the topic, though. That's not what we're talking about. You said that I criticized him for every single thing. This is the first. I don't know if obviously you've been like away and with a break, but this is the first time today that I've criticized Amorim for anything. Today, first time today. We've watched 2 games under him, 3 games under him. We've watched 3 games under him. And today is the first time that I've criticized him for something as small as a lineup, Tony. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that I'm not sitting here waiting for something to criticize him on. I want my team to succeed.
Can I just say something that's so wild? I'm sorry to interrupt, Sheik, because then I'm gonna fishtail it into my question, because this is so knee-jerk reactionary for anybody to be even saying, and number one, I think it's insulting to Arsenal, number one, because I think we played well enough to beat you today. I don't think it was well, but I thought we played well enough to beat you, especially with the way you guys set up. You guys are more. Just because you guys criticize the manager doesn't mean that you want him out. I criticized Arsene Wenger. I criticize good evening after victories. Like this guy pissed me off to no end. And by the way, it's interesting to see how all the glazing of the Arsenal fan base has gone away for him, by the way, but we're not going to bring that up. All I'm going to say is look, you are allowed to criticize Amorim after today. That doesn't mean you want him out. He is obviously a very good manager. He is very good. He has come in and beaten Premier League teams with Sporting, a team that he built in his image. A team until he transferred out of there was undefeated. Undefeated. This is the guy that Manchester United brought in, and he is playing with Ten Hag's players. And here's my question is, do you think Amorim needs to switch up his formation to mold to the players a little bit until he can get players that actually can play his formation? Because I don't see it, especially in the front three. I don't see it.
But how can he know this? How can he know this when he can't even play around with tactics around the team and get to know who has the quality for him to get to use to get him over the line? I mean,
Tony, to your point,
he still needs to win matches.
Tony, to your point, the reason why I was more lenient with my criticism early on was for the exact same reasons you said. He's just got here. He's figuring out who can play his system, the qualities of players. You've now been here. What, 2 weeks has he been here? Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So you've now been So you've now been here 2 weeks. You've now played 3 full matches, and you've now had multiple training sessions with this team. I can, from the outside looking in, notice that Mount, Garnacho, Hoyland front three is not going to work. That's why I criticized him. It's awful. Not just the way at Arsenal, at home to Bodo Glint. Here's one better. At home to Barnsley, I wouldn't want to see that shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why I criticized the lineup. Because yes, are Arsenal the better side? Of course. Were you favorites going into the game? Of course. However, what I want him to do is give us the best possible chance to get a result. Because the sides that you are better than that have took points off you. You're a better side than Brighton. They took points off you. You're a better side than Bournemouth. They took points off you. You're a better side than Newcastle. They took points off you. So that's what I'm saying. If you lot have an off day, make sure we are in position to take advantage of that and get a potential win or a potential draw. That's why I was criticizing. I don't know why that is so difficult. That front three. I don't rate our attackers. I've stated this repeatedly. It's awful, our attacking option. However, put the best out there. Diallo is clearly our best attacker. We're going away to Arsenal. Play him. If you don't want to play him from tiredness, don't play him wing back. Play him in the 10. Even play him for 45 minutes. Play him for the first half and then take him off and then say it was because of tiredness. Adrenaline gonna get him through anyway because it's United versus Arsenal. And then when I critique him and the game plays out as it does, and that front three had 0 shots on target, 0 shots off target, 0 big chances created, 0 half chances created, and did nothing then I was 110% right with my criticism. Where on the flip side, when we played Everton, I didn't particularly like the 11, but I was more lenient because it was his first home game in the Premier League. We won the game 4-0 and played well. What did I say after the game? Hey, Amorim, you got this spot on, because today, if we win this game 2-1 and Garnacho gets a brace, or Højlund gets one and Mount gets one, guess what I'm sat here saying? Hey, Amorim, props to you. I didn't like this lineup. You got it to work. But if I don't think something's going to work, and then it plays out exactly as I think it's going to play out, I am going to criticize him. You should not be making mistakes that I can see. Again, Højlund, Mount, and Garnacho is the the trio of hell. That's what it is. It's the holy trinity of hell. It's awful. I can tell you that. Sheik can tell you that. Anyone who's watched Manchester United for any significant amount of time with 2 eyeballs and a brain can tell you that. It don't take 2 weeks to be here and 4 matches to figure that out. If he did this in his first game, I'd be more lenient. It's your first match. As much as I don't want to see certain players. His first 3 games, I gave him a blind because you're still figuring. It's 2 weeks now. You've seen everyone for a length of time, for over 3 football matches. What are we doing out here? But that doesn't mean I'm hammering him out. He's the manager I wanted. So I'm going to give him time to turn it around. This is why I'm not saying
Flawless, have you thought of the scenario if maybe he was just protecting Diallo from an injury? I mean, we've seen managers protect their players even when they have injuries that they could still play up on, and maybe it's just keeping the guy more fresher for more bigger tasks. Maybe he just thinks that, I can't go against Arsenal. Why don't I keep this player fresher for the kind of games that I think that, we stand a chance of winning. I mean, we've seen Bukayo Saka being protected by this manager. Sometimes he doesn't protect the kid.
Here's why the argument don't make no sense. You watch the game. How many minutes did Diallo play? If he's protecting him from injury, how many minutes did Diallo play?
He was subbed on in the 55th minute.
No, he might not be 100. I mean, he might not be. I'm just saying.
He was on at halftime.
Now, this is not.
He might not be 100.
This is not off the top that I know. I'm just saying that maybe if he was protecting the player.
I'll answer the question for you. If he's protecting the player, how come he played a whole half of football? That don't make no sense. Excuses out the window. Now, Tony, to your credit, where if he doesn't bring him on at all, then I'm with you. And it's like, oh, you wasn't ready and you was there for emergency. Same way Maino was on the bench against Ipswich and was on the bench against Bodo Glint and didn't get on at all. I was then like, oh, he's far away from match fitness. He's nowhere near match sharpness. Because I looked at that Bodo Glint game and went, surely Maino plays at least a half or 30 minutes. Didn't get on the pitch. Yoro, who was pictured in training 2 weeks ago, wasn't in the squad for any of those games. And now he's got on against Arsenal. So I'm cool with that. But you can't tell me he's protecting Diallo and he played a whole half. No,
because after that game against Everton, he said that Diallo is actually battling fatigue. He actually said that in a press conference that he's actually battling fatigue. So cool. I don't know. It's your word against the manager. So I don't know.
It's not my word against this because he played a whole half of football. He played.
Okay.
So what are you protecting? He played.
No, I don't know. The manager. No,
they were struggling offensively, so they needed to actually put Diallo in to get
that Everton match.
You know what he did?
I don't know.
Who would have thought, TJ? Mount, Garnacho, and Højlund struggled against a good defensive Arsenal side. So you know what he said? Oh crap! We're not getting anything going forward. Let me put my best attacker on the pitch.
And if anybody again, like Flawless said, had 2 eyes and a brain and saw Højlund leading the line and was scared, and you're an Arsenal fan, you're crazy. Oh, man. You're absolutely crazy. I didn't start, and I said this during the preview. When I saw that Rashford wasn't starting against us, I thought it was like I was comfortable going into that game. Comfortable because you had a confident Marcus Rashford, you had a confident Amad Diallo, you had confidence all in that front 3. You had a confident Xerxes. I mean, you could have thrown Xerxes in there. He cooked Everton. Like, what are you doing? And you have an opportunity to get a result away, but instead you're potentially saving them for Nottingham Forest. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to me because honestly, Nottingham Forest, they're now getting into some difficult games. Obviously, they held 3 against Man City. They held 3 against us. They're still a very, very good defensive team that Man United need to take seriously. So I just don't get that, especially when you have the form. Like, I understand you're trying to try out the players, but you've watched enough of the game tape to know that these players aren't it. Like, I think it was in the first match that it was in the, what game was it? I think it was against Ipswich. It was against Ipswich, where you would see Alexander Garnacho literally look off overlaps that would have created chances. Like, what more evidence do you need? Which is why, like, Ruben Amorim needs to hold an L and learn this lesson. Learn this lesson.
And you know what, TJ? There's nothing wrong with that, because there's better managers than Amorim who have learned L's. Pep people regard as the GOAT.
I think he will learn. But this was the wrong game to experiment.
Exactly my point, and that's all I said. I'm not saying if he would have played, Diallo and played everyone, we would have won the game. We might have still lost the game. All I'm saying
I heard many Manchester United fans say that this game is a free hit. I'm just saying,
nonsense.
Many Manchester United fans were saying this is a free hit. So come on, man. If you experiment in this game or not,
that's nonsense.
I think what does that mean?
Nonsense, Tony. People who said
that's the thing,
nonsense.
Tony. So that's why we're basically when we were talking about the whole criticism thing, that's actually, you nailed it perfect. We have criticized him. We're not the ones who are saying it's a free hit. We're the ones sitting here saying we're criticizing him for taking it as a free hit or experimenting it as a free hit. That's literally it. That's the only thing. And
what I praise him for as well is he actually got it right defensively, because our issues was, what's he going to do at centre backs and with wing backs? Guess what? It worked. Playing Malacia, which I was concerned about. He looks like he's back up to speed, especially on your right-hand side, which is your danger side. He did the business. Mazurari. Playing Maguire central and playing De Ligt right-sided centre-back worked. Playing Dalot as a right wing-back from a defensive standpoint worked. Putting Agate in the midfield worked. This manager has done much more good than bad. He's the manager I wanted. He's the manager I believe him. I said on TJ's channel in the preview, it's not the manager I have an issue with. I don't trust the players. And the players show me who they are in that second half. As soon as we went a goal down, it was game over. 60th minute, there's 30 minutes on the clock. We can still get back in the game. That's why it's so important to get your better players on the pitch, especially when the rest of it is dross. I'm not here campaigning for Rashford. However, he scored 2 goals. Because Madison says flawless is only 2 days between Everton and Arsenal. I believe it was fatigue. Diallo played 45 minutes. So if you're only going to play him 45 minutes, play him in the first half. Play him in the first half, try and get a lead to defend. Because as soon we know if Arsenal scored the first goal, it was a wrap.
Yeah,
we had to get the first goal. Maybe he plays Diallo, the half goals as it does. Arsenal went at their best and we nick a goal off some magic from him. Or a Rashford, for example. Or a Xerxes. All I'm saying is, as bad as our front three is, you made it even worse. And Diallo is a major upgrade on any of those 3 there. The rest of them, not so much. Xerxes, wait and see. We know Rashford's bad. That's the point I'm making. Because these players can play 2 games in 4 days. You're a professional athlete. You can play 2 games in 4 days. 110%. 110% these men can do that.
I mean, many Manchester United fans, some Manchester United fans here might look at it the other way. They might say, you know what, we came to the Emirates today. Arsenal didn't score against us in open play. Definitely, Arsenal scored lots of goals this season via open play. I mean, Arsenal had to rely on set pieces, 2 of them, to actually win this game today. You know, Arsenal never scored those goals in open play. They will take maybe some positives from this. Maybe he set up defensively quite well today, possibly. Of course, there's no team that, that hasn't felt the brunt of Arsenal's set piece since last season. So that's always a mainstay. So maybe some Manchester United fans might just take the positives in that, hey, we set up quite well to actually stifle Arsenal's attack today, but they just got over the line with set pieces. So
I have no issue with us defensively today. I've done said this. Yeah. Like I'm props to us defensively ain't the issue for me. It's on the ball and the final third. That's where my critique lies. This is why it's important to get that as right as possible in regards to personnel. Because even with our best attackers out there, we are going to struggle.
Yep.
But it was very important he gets it. But again, it was very important he gets it defensively today, because you're missing Lisandro Martinez today. Don't forget that. You're coming to the Emirates with, and guys, see, Martin Odegaard was in red hot form coming into this matchup, man. Always remember that. So you missing,
they didn't give him any. They didn't give him any room.
Lisandro Martinez was a very, very big miss. Mano, big miss. Luke Shaw, big miss. So he had to get this team ticking at the back, as well as getting in the middle of the park as well.
And he's been doing that. And that's why I applaud him. I can see exactly what he's trying to do on and off the ball. But that doesn't mean you are not going to get criticized if you make a mistake and it doesn't work out. If I see something and I go, this ain't going to work, this is bad, and it don't work, and it looks awful, I am going to talk about it. Just because I am not Amorim FC. I am not Diallo FC. I am Manchester United FC. I'm a stand for the football club. I want what's best for it. And guess what? A front three of Garnacho, Mount, and Højlund is not what's best for it. That's obvious. I'm sorry. It's common sense. That's his fair criticism. Look at how it played out. Saliba and Kyriel didn't even have to shower today. They could have just took their tops off. Easy. They have to shower today when they got back. Just fresh. Just give it back to the kit man. Same with Timber. What defensive work did any of them have to do from those front three? Name me a ton. Name me a passage of play that any of those three were involved in that was positive today. Nah. What did Mount do today on the ball? What did Garnacho do today on the ball? What did Højlund do?
We had our first shot on target in the 65th minute
shot,
today.
A give and go, something, nothing. So of course,
and the first chance you had came from your right back. So,
look at the right wing back. We had a right wing back.
I mean, it was just Dalot. I think it was Dalot that was always just getting shots at him.
Yes, Dalot skinned the bar today, like inch away. So. Yeah, and
was the only one just trying shots outside the box.
If you're going to take positives away from this as a Manchester United fan, you have to take away how you guys perform defensively, how you lock down Martin Odegaard. I mean, if we're being real about it, like it's no secret that if you don't give Odegaard room, then he has a lot of trouble creating. Like he's very, very good on the ball, but if you don't give him room and you lock him down, it shuts us down in a big way. Like this is not rocket science for any Premier League manager to consider. Like, and again, there were some very, very good positives. I thought Lenny Yoro was fantastic today. I thought for the minutes that he got,
very good cameo,
and that's his first Premier League match. He conducted himself very, very well. He saw, you could tell he watched the tape. He saw how Trossard is going to come in and attack him, and he blocked the lanes, and Trossard didn't know what to do. So, like, Lenny Yoro is going to be a player for the future. And I now I'm going to go take a shower because I just said something positive about Manchester United. But, you know, I'm just saying, man, there were some positives to take away, but fuck United at the same time.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm not, maybe tomorrow I'll be like, yeah, there's more, because I already knew that about us defensively. Like, to anyone watching, I've said this because I know there's new people watching countless times. Even under the last guy who's absolute footballing terrorist. Us from a defensive standpoint weren't really my issue. My problem is us on the ball and us creating and scoring goals. And lo and behold, that's all Amourim spoke about for 2 weeks. He hasn't mentioned anything defensive or any defensive players once. Everything he's mentioned has been about, we need to score more goals. We need to create more chances. This player needs to get in the box more. This player needs to keep the ball better, etc., etc. And Smooth asked about Bruno as well. Bruno, man, did very little. Ran around, did very little. Bruno for you.
Played out of position. Like, how many times has he played in the 8? Like he looked lost.
He should not be anywhere near that age.
You know what the problem is? He's also rubbish in the 10. That's also the issue.
He's unathletic.
Rubbish in the 10.
Has no agility. Right. He's unathletic. The guy can't.
Don't talk about the best 10 in the Premier League like that, Flawless. How dare you?
Best 10.
Can I say one last thing about the criticism thing, Flawless?
Of course, man. Of course.
About the whole criticism thing, right? Let me ask you guys, TJ and Tony. Would you have criticized Arteta had you lost today with that lineup that we put out?
Oh, I would have roasted him and the players.
If it was a loss or a draw, you would have criticized him, right? because you lost to this Manchester United team with a front three. Like Saliba and the defense couldn't basically keep them on lock. I would have been pissed if I was an Arsenal fan, 100%. So it's like, my whole point is that critiquing someone is not just you, again, like TJ said, is not just you being manager out. It's just obviously in that situation, if there's something that you don't like, you're critiquing that specific situation, not everything else, not how he plays, not all this, all that. And today, that's what we did. This is the first time that I think myself and Flawless have criticized Ruben Amorim for anything, and it was just a lineup. It's just because we thought you could have put out a better lineup and we could have gotten something from this game. It's just simple as that. That's really just it.
Agreed.
Yeah, Bruno is. That's the problem. The only thing, though, you know what? The only benefit to Bruno is playing in the 8 to me. 2 benefits. 1, he'll run around, and number 2, he's not playing in the 10. That's the 2 benefits to Bruno being in the 8. He's not in the 10. And you know what's the only benefit of when he plays in the 10? He's not playing in the 8 because he's just not that good. Lo and behold, people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Bruno, I don't even critique him no more like that. I even criticize him heavily because I know what is daft of me to criticize, expecting more from him, knowing what he is. You've been here long enough. I understand your level. As long as you're not a huge detriment to the team, which to his credit, he wasn't a huge detriment. Didn't give the ball away. He was running around in the midfield, contributed to us keeping Odegaard on lock. And that's pretty much it, covering spaces. Do I want more? Yes, but I understand what the manager's walked into. And the problem is, we're bare there in regards to options anyway. It's Agate, Casemiro, Eriksen. That's it. There's no other midfielders. So Bruno gonna play from time to time. And that's why I'm fairly not lenient, but that's why I'm like with Amorim. Like if you play him there, I get it to an extent. Because I don't like any of these men pretty much.
Yeah.
So you lot continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well, man. Girls up to 80 likes, people. Girls up to 80 likes. Subscribe to TJ Warren TV. Subscribe to Tony Gunner TV. Subscribe to Chic TV as well, people. Let's see what else.
Flawless, man. This is the reason why I came here with a different energy today at the start of the show. Like I've not overhyped anything Arsenal I've done today, and that's for a reason. That's for a reason. Flawless. Of course, that's for a reason because
bro, I was coming in more positive
energy.
Tony, we were prepared.
I mean, the kind of energy I came in here with yesterday. Yeah, I was thinking we were gonna blow these people out the park today, but. You know, with the way, I mean, Amorim just, that's why I didn't really take it so well when we got into that area where we had to critique Amorim today, because I felt the guy did well today. I mean, you guys are looking at it from the standpoint of we could have gotten something from this game. But yes. I'm looking at it from the standpoint that, I mean, I really thought I was levels above Manchester United, but these guys came to my home and in the first half of the game, they're having 60% of the ball possession while I'm getting 40. And I'm meant to be the king of
they
my
never
yard.
look threatening, though. That's the thing. I don't care about possession. They never look threatening at all.
But again, you're the home side. You need to kick the ball. You need to keep possession. And you need to. I mean, Tony, I think we're the ones that need those 3 points more precious. It's more precious to us than it's more precious to Manchester United right now. We're going against Liverpool at the time, and we needed those 3 points. So we're the ones to actually push forward for that win, and it didn't come. I didn't see it. So there has to be something right that Amorim did today. To be very sincere with you, that's why I didn't come here.
Well, that's the thing. We said from time again that defensively he did good
confidence.
Today. Defensively he was good today.
But this is why I've liked what I've seen from the manager, because what we did to you in that first half, we've done to everybody else so far. Had the ball and not really done much with it. But where I praise him is we are now keeping the ball better. Now the problem lies in utilizing the possession more. The problem is we got a whole play. We have a severe lack of quality. And it's shown today. But we've gone half the battle by, okay, at least you man can keep the ball. At least you can have the ball and pass it to someone in the same colored shirt as you, because we weren't doing that before. It's basics. And that's what he has implemented already. This is why I praise him. This is why I'm like, I wanted Amourim. He was my first choice. Cool. But you still going to get criticized when I feel like you've done something wrong. But he's doing much more good than bad. The first time I've criticized him heavily is for that line, is even the whole lineup, the front three. Because you could have picked anyone else. That is on paper, as bad as our front threes are on paper, that is the worst. Profile-wise, that's the worst. Even playing Bruno in the 10 is better than either of those two. And I would have crashed on that. You could have played Bruno, Mount, and Højlund. I'd have been like, all right, that's bad. But you made it the worst of the worst. Everything is substandard, and somehow you picked out the lowest of the low. All of them, all the options, you went for the lowest of the low. You didn't even, it's not even like Mount and Garnacho were on fire and they like scored goals and got assists, etc., in the last couple of games. And here they're even confident. Rashford would have been confident going into this game. As with Xerxes, they both just got braces. Diallo is flying. Play them. And if it goes wrong, then you put on the Holy Trinity from hell. Cool.
You know what, Tony?
No stress, it's all good. No stress.
You know what, Tony? Even yesterday, like when we did predictions, right? Even for predictions, I think Flawless, you predicted 1-1. Did you predict 1-1?
I think I said 2-2, but if I would have seen
2-2 or 1-1, we basically said draws, right? So yesterday when we predicted it, we basically said draws. Yesterday, we were under the assumption that he would play the players that we would want him to play, like Bruno, Xerxes, Rashford, Ugarte, Casemiro, Ahmad as a wingback. Even despite that team, we still thought it could be a 1-1 and a draw. We didn't really think that. We weren't confident enough that we could win. And I'll tell you why, Tony. It's because defensively, we know that we've been good so far. But offense-wise, we lack scoring. Like, we lack in the ability of scoring goals. And that's been the problem with Amorim, without Amorim, with Ten Hag, without Ten Hag, with everyone pretty much. So it's like, that's kind of the issue that's what we are concerned about right now going into the rest of the season as well, is that who is going to score these goals? How is he going to set up this team in order for us to produce goals? Look at some of the goals that we've scored too, Tony. The goal against Ipswich, the goals against Everton, tap-ins, the way that we move the ball, it's all system-based. It's not really screamers. It's not really outside-the-box finishes. It's not really like set pieces. It's not corners. None of that. It's not free kicks. It's very system-based. Honestly, a lot of it has to do with the right-hand side, which is Amad Diallo's side. The Ipswich goal, Amad Diallo assist. 2 of the goals against Everton, Amad Diallo assist. Stuff that he created for himself, actually, because he ended up pressing and winning the ball and getting those 2 assists himself. So right now, I think the issue for him is, how do I set up this system in order for me to get more attacking qualities out of every single person? That's the issue that he has. What he probably did today was, and he said it was rotation, but today did feel like an experiment to see what he could do with this lineup moving forward in different games too. Now, with that being said, if he decides to play this same lineup,
he is allowed to do experiments, right? I mean, let me get this argument correct.
Not in these types of matches.
Is he allowed to do experiments?
Experiment until you find something that worked. Guess what he did the last game? Found something that worked. It worked. Play it.
Tony,
I don't rate them, man. Before you go, Sheik, I don't rate Rashford. Xerxes, big question mark over. Who was the other one in the 10? Was it Bruno? Who played against Everton in the 10? Was it Bruno? I don't rate Bruno. I don't rate Rashford. Xerxes, a big question mark. But guess what? The trio worked. Stick with it. That's why Spurs are one of the highest goal-scoring teams in the league, as much as I don't rate their attack. I think they're second now. Because the manager has a system that works. Amorim has to do that. Yes, Spurs have more quality than us in the final third, but figure it out is the point I'm making. And you came across something that worked. And you know what? Chances are it probably wouldn't have worked against Arsenal. But you chop and rotate, get purple patches. Brennan Johnson has scored 8 goals in 12 games. Brennan Johnson is not an 8 in 12 winger. Nobody thinks that. Nobody. No one without the surname Johnson thinks that Brennan Johnson is an 8-goal player in 12 games. But guess what? The manager, same with Chris Wood, who's got 7 in 12. Chris Wood is not a 7 in 12 striker. None of us have Chris Wood as top 5 striker in the league. But I think he's like top 2 in goal scoring. He might be behind Haaland and maybe Visa. That's what you have to do. Stick with something until it works. So that's where you don't experiment here. You know what you experiment? Bodo Glint at home. Victoria P away. Everton at home.
Even Forest at home, you can. This weekend, you could have experimented. Yeah, to an extent. You could have.
Arsenal away. No. With that even experiment. That's a recipe for disaster. You know, experiment. It's a recipe for disaster.
It doesn't have much to work with anyway.
That's pure hope.
You might as well just
play your best. Play what just worked.
Yeah, play to win. If that's what
Play
you're
what
meant
just
to do, play
worked,
to
or
win.
play Diallo, who was
Play to
also
win.
flying.
Play what just worked, and that was why I was telling you about this Everton experiment. I mean, you can't
Oh.
say what worked against Everton is going to work against Arsenal. I
Never
mean,
said it would.
they are two completely different teams. It might work against Everton, and it might not work against Arsenal. You said
Everton
that.
won
I
4-0 today.
Tony,
Respect Everton.
Tony, you just beat West Ham. You just beat West Ham 5-2, right? Would you bench all those players that played in that game, or would you want to continue to play them because they scored all those goals in that West Ham game?
I mean, Martinelli did not play in that West Ham game. TJ, did he play in that West Ham game? Martinelli?
Yeah, he did.
Did he start?
I don't remember. I don't remember, Tony. I was on the road.
He didn't start. He didn't start that game. He didn't start that game. But hey,
it doesn't matter.
But hey,
What
he started
is the
the game
point?
against
What is the
Manchester
point?
United today.
Tony,
Managers are allowed to make this kind of experiment, even in big time games. Mostly, especially when you're a manager that came into the team halfway during the season. But again, I hear you, and I do understand what you're saying, man.
Tony, this is what I would say. Let's say hypothetically you played Ipswich this week, and the next week you have to travel to Anfield. This game that you played Ipswich at home, you smashed them 5-0. Would you change your team going into Anfield?
No, but if some players are complaining of injuries, if some players are complaining of injuries and fatigue, then you might as well listen to their body or to listen to what their body said.
Tony, there were no injuries in our front three.
I mean, Gabriel in the game against West Ham was knocked over with a punch, and today he's not playing. I mean, these games are coming thick and fast. You have to watch. You have to watch this player's fitness levels.
There was no fatigue. There was zero fatigue.
No, but then if you're saying that, then it's now a bigger indictment on Amorim's integrity in his conferences.
Why?
You bringing that up, saying that you're questioning the issue of the fitness levels of this players, and he came out.
I'm saying rotate better. If you are going to change it, rotate better.
And he did kind of tweak it today, too.
Was the worst. You could rotate better. And it's shown. Did our attack play well today, Tony? No. So the manager got it wrong. That's all I'm saying. So I'm fair in my criticism. If I say, hey, this attack is terrible on paper, this is not going to work. I'll say this again. This attack is terrible. It's not going to work. The game plays out. The attack is terrible. Was I right? Yes. So my criticism was justified. If it worked, I am wrong. And my criticism is not justified. Same way with the Everton game. I didn't like the lineup, in particular the attack. Guess what? It worked. We won 4-0. Created all the chances we created, we were clinical. And we created multiple. Cool. Run with that is the point I'm making. I'm not going to criticize the manager for what I seen from there. That trio, I wouldn't want to see in my Saturday League team. Never mind for Manchester United Football Club. It's woeful. It's inexcusable. I even care with injuries and suspensions and fatigue. Play a youth player. Ample players that you could have played there, and you went with that. All right. But switching from United, because big up to Warrior J, because he wanted to ask this before. Arsenal, let's go with you, Tony. Are you back in a title race? Talk to us.
Come on, man. Guys, is this a question after all? See, guys, the stars are back aligning. See, Sheik, where is your stars? I mean, put up that stars in your background, man. I mean, what are we doing here, man? Put up the stars, man. What are we doing? I'm talking Tesla shit down here, man. I'm talking of the stars. I'm talking of the, astrological. See, man. See, guys. We're back. See, there's nothing like beating your fiercest rivals. I'm talking of the Manchester United, they're my first rival. I just put them to sleep. 2-0. I mean, there's a gloss on it, in it, but I mean, just beating them and staying in touch with Liverpool, who also dropped points today, man. I mean, it's a good feeling. And you know what? That's why I was telling, Mons and bagpipes from Baghdad. Yeah, I mean, I told him yesterday. Yeah, Mr. Lex. I told that guy. Yeah, that this statue is in one in December. This statue is bagpipes from Baghdad. See, man. See, guys. Yeah, see.
Don't do that. Hey, Crime Warrior, ask Warrior J. Warrior J asked me to ask that question, and that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that.
Big up Warrior J every time.
Warrior J specifically said,
"I won't be." Big up Warrior J, man. See, Arsenal is back.
Can I answer that question? Can I answer that question?
Arsenal is back. Arsenal is back. Arsenal is back. The stars are back aligning. The stars are back aligning. We're just 7 points below. We're just 7 points below Liverpool. And see, guys, when I sat here and I was telling Monts yesterday that you're literally gonna drop points, they all laughed at me. Well, guess who's laughing now? I'm the one who's laughing now. Liverpool doesn't have enough pedigree to tell me about Premiership titles. I mean, I have more Premier Leagues than Liverpool. See, but throw that all away. Throw that all away. What's there right now is that I'm even more scared about a Man City bounce back, yeah, to come up and gazump and win this title than I'm scared of Liverpool winning this title, because Liverpool will fall on the way by February. I'm literally sure about that. These guys aren't even going to be
Tony, don't do it, Tony.
No,
Tony, don't do it.
Bro, I'm serious. I'm serious. See, TJ.
Tony, don't do it.
TJ, have you seen TJ? Have you seen who's slightly above us right now? Have you seen who's slightly above us right now?
Chelsea, isn't it?
Chelsea Football Club. Bro, aren't you seeing that the stars are aligning for a London team to come up and challenge for this title also? Maraska can say, you know what, we're not challenging, we're not doing this. But bro, Chelsea is there for far too long, and I'm getting uncomfortable. Why don't people understand this? That something is brewing in this league right now. It's harmful to say that Liverpool is running away with this title right now.
They are.
They don't hand that title in December. Chelsea's looking good. I'm more fearful of a Man City bounce back than I'm fearful of Liverpool winning this trophy. That's how bad it is.
Okay.
Arsenal is still in the hunt for this title.
Still in the hunt. The stars are back aligning. Are you the favourites before?
The stars are back aligning.
The stars are back aligning. Okay. Are you favourites for the title, Tony? You think you're favourites as of right now?
I mean, see, man, we're a slingshot away from Liverpool. One win, one draw. We're back. A slingshot. I'm telling you. I'm talking of David and Goliath kind of shit. Yeah, just a slingshot. And you know, I mean, one loss from Liverpool against, let me say, a Man City away from home. How about that? And maybe just one draw against a team like Brighton. How about that? And again, you know, and Arsenal win those games. I mean, come on, man. It's a different topic. We're talking all together. Chelsea is also in the hunt. I mean, why are these guys leaving out Chelsea from the whole conversation? I mean, they're looking good. They're pumping up, applying these teams with goals. I mean, Maraska can lie through his teeth and say that these guys aren't in the title hunt. But I'm sorry, man. The table is telling me something different. The goal difference is telling me something different. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, this league hasn't been wrapped up by Liverpool in any way. The stars are back aligning for Arsenal. We just did our rival dirty already, Manchester United. We've taken points away from Tottenham Hotspurs away from home. We've taken points away from Aston Villa away from home. We've gone to Manchester City away from home, got a point from there. Literally, I think we might go to Anfield and show these guys who's boss come the next half of the season. I mean, we haven't done badly at Anfield in the past 2 seasons.
You're going to Anfield to show them boss. Are you going to?
When was the last time we won at Anfield again?
We went to a Sporting Lisbon team. We went to a Sporting Lisbon team who haven't lost in 18 months.
Sporting Lisbon are not
Sporting Lisbon without a manager.
Sporting Lisbon without Ruben
away
Amorim.
From home and pop those lots with 5 goals. What are you talking about?
Tony, they don't have a manager. They don't have a manager.
Tony, they don't have a manager right now.
They don't have a
and they took their entire backroom staff to Man United. Like,
but I credit you for that.
Oh my days!
I do credit Arsenal for
TJ.
That. It's a very impressive.
You're going to Anfield to beat them up, Tony. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
To smash them up. Tony's ready, man. Oh no,
He's ready,
bro. What
There's
has
a-
Liverpool done to me at Anfield in the past 2 seasons?
Is it 2 draws?
knocked us out of
Two
the FA
draws.
Cup. Oh wait, they might have done
No,
that.
throw it. That FA Cup win was at the Emirates. Actually,
Yeah.
it wasn't at
Oh, okay,
Anfield.
well
It was at the
that's
Emirates.
even worse. But okay.
But that's the FA Cup. Yeah, different energy.
Oh my
But
guy,
I'm talking of in the league. What have they done to me in the last 2 seasons? So I fancy my chances when I tell you that I can go to Anfield and pluck something out.
Oh my God.
I fancy my chances.
Okay, so Tony, I'm gonna say some things. Okay, we are not back in the race. Neither are Chelsea. Sorry to say it, guys. Sorry to say it. Chelsea is not in the race either. I don't care if you guys are beating us on goal difference. Congratulations. What does the we're beating Arsenal on goal difference trophy look like? I'm only saying that because I get asked that question all the time when we were at the top of the league. So that's all I'm going to say. You can hold that. Marshall, you can hold that. Prime, you can hold that. All you Chelsea losers can hold that. Now, Liverpool play Everton away, which is going to be a tough match. It's going to be a very tough match. Then in the league after that, they play Fulham at home, Southampton in the cup, Tottenham away, which I think they're going to beat Tottenham. Let's be real. Then they play Leicester City, win. West Ham away, win. Manchester United at home. Let's be honest, probably a win. FA Cup against Accrington Stanley, win. Nottingham Forest, probably a win because they're going to be looking to get revenge. Like Brentford away, win. Ipswich Town at home, probably a win. I just named all of their fixtures through January. I don't see them dropping points in the league until February when they have to play against Man City again. So this delusion that a lot of the Arsenal fans have because they drew away at a very, very tough Newcastle team to play at home. How did we do against Newcastle, by the way? I forgot. Oh yeah, we lost. So
TJ, Newcastle just took away points from Liverpool, who all you lots have already handed the title to in December.
Tony,
I mean, what are we doing here?
Tony, Liverpool have lost one match all season. All season. And they have played against a majority of the big 6 sides already. This Liverpool team is for real. For real. And we need and barring any injuries to Mohamed Salah or that midfield like a Szoboszlai or a Gravenberch, they're going to continue to do what they do. And even then, they have a good bench. Like, let's be real about it. We have to respect Liverpool because Liverpool are looking like world beaters right now. They're not. They are the favorites, not Man City. They are the favorites. So I'm not hearing this leopard in a tree bullshit that I'm being pitched from Liverpool. I'm not hearing this Ryan jumping into my DM saying that Arsenal are going to win the league. I'm not hearing that either. And I'm not going to respect Chelsea. I'm never going to respect Chelsea. I hate Chelsea just as much as I hate Man United. Hey, fuck Chelsea.
Yeah, why you say fuck? Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I get it.
I hate all my guys. I hate all my rivals.
And this is why we get on, because you're not on this. I like my rival stuff. I respect that stuff. I like that. Yeah,
absolutely not. So let's be real about it. Let's take it a game at a time. I want to see my football club win football matches. That's what I want to see. I want to see us take these cups seriously. I want us to take the Champions League seriously and not throw out mediocre teams against top European sides like we did against Bayern Munich last season. Take these cup competitions seriously, Arteta. Then I will rate you because I am starving right now for a trophy. Starving.
Can I ask a question to TJ?
Before you man go, 1 second. Hey, just to everyone in the chat, NBA is going on live right now on the playback. Steve's over there. Atlanta Hawks versus the Milwaukee Bucks is live right now on the playback, people. You see it there on the screen. Playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Or download the playback app from your app store, people. And I'm giving out VIP passes so you can actually watch the game as well as listen to Steve. Or actually, you'll probably want to do this: mute Steve and just watch the game because who's really trying to But yeah, people, you know what I'm saying? Playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. If you want a VIP pass, let me know on the YouTube chat.
RIP.
Let me know on the playback chat, people, because I'm half watching the game as well. But big up to everyone tapped in, man. Big up everyone tapped in.
See, TJ, you just wrote off a Chelsea team that statistically right now they're looking even better than Liverpool in the scoring department. How many goals have Liverpool scored this season? I mean, let's put that into perspective. They've just scored only 29 goals, if I'm
Let
correct.
me ask
Yeah.
you, Tony.
They've only scored
They've only
29
scored.
goals this season.
Chelsea have only scored two more than them.
Chelsea Football Club have scored
Tony,
31.
do you think
They
Chelsea
scored
finished
more
above
than
Liverpool?
Liverpool football team.
It's
Tony.
two
I
more
mean,
goals.
what are we talking
Two
about?
goals?
I mean,
That's two
let's
goals.
follow the maths.
Tony, do you think
Let's
Chelsea
follow
finished
the
above
maths.
Liverpool this season?
Let's follow the
Tony,
maths.
Tony,
Let's follow the start here, man.
Tony.
You know
Let's
what's
follow
so
the
funny,
start.
Tony? Forrest, can I say something?
Let's
Can I
follow
say
the
something?
start.
Go.
Tony, you know
Let-
what's so funny? I don't know if you knew this, but we never brought this up. But I don't know if you knew this because the reason why we didn't brought it up because it was only one goal. But before today, we had conceded less goals than you, Arsenal. Just want to say that.
Does that mean we have a better defense? Tony, who do
Does
you have
that
finishing
mean we
higher
have
in
a better
the
defense to you?
who do you think
Yeah.
is finished higher in the league, Liverpool or Chelsea?
You said?
Who finishes higher in the league, Liverpool or Chelsea?
See, I have my doubts about Liverpool and their quality this season.
Talk about it, man. I'm
To
all
be
for
very
Liverpool.
sincere
How about
with
we
you,
talk about
I
Chelsea's
have my
record
big
against Big Six
doubts.
clubs?
I
How
have
about we
my
talk
big
about
doubts,
that?
and it's for a reason.
That's
And it's
not
for a
being
reason. And the reason why I'm having this doubt is because of injuries. We've seen this happen before to Liverpool. Let's don't act as if we've not seen Liverpool falter in past seasons. We've seen it. Yeah. Gravenberch, who's the best midfielder in my own opinion right now, is an injury-prone midfielder. That guy could just go on the ground any day, anytime. It's an accident waiting to happen. Mohamed Salah hasn't gotten any injury this season. I mean, Arsenal have had a fair share of the injury this season with Odegaard. Saka dropped off. We missed Saliba for a while. I mean, White is on the ground right now. I mean, we've had our fair share of
Who's been
injuries.
Ben White? I've never heard of him. Never heard of him.
I mean, City too have had that. Liverpool haven't had their fair share of injuries to at least the hard hitters in the team. Yeah, of course, bar Jota, who's the only one I respect that's in that injury treatment table right now. Chelsea looking good. Arsenal looking good. With just a slingshot. Slingshot away from Liverpool.
Tony, who do you have winning the league?
In fact, I'm even more scared about Man City mounting a comeback
than
Liverpool winning this title.
Who do you have winning the league right now?
Yes, that was
5th of December.
Bro, man, bro. See, everyone is on his own. We're fighting for the title. I need more clarity on this. I can't say Arsenal is going to win the title. I just said the stars are back aligning. It doesn't say that we're going to win the title.
Okay,
they're aligning. They're not aligned.
They're back aligning. Who do you think is in the race then? You think obviously Arsenal. Who else? Who's in the race?
Bro, see, Arsenal, Liverpool, statistically, yes. Chelsea are in the running right now because they're not slowing down. Chelsea isn't slowing down right now, and it's fearful unless in the next upcoming games they slow down a bit. If they don't do that, man, if they continue what they're doing right now, bro, I literally see them as dangerous as it can be, man. And again, I'm not totally writing off City, totally just yet.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I'm even more scared about City mounting a comeback. I've not written them off yet. People say they've written them off, but I mean, if Arsenal got a draw today, which it was looking likely it was going to be, and Manchester City was actually beating Nottingham Forest, man, that would be Manchester City in I think 4th position or so, right?
Yeah.
Above Arsenal.
So Tony, who's winning the league?
It's only a theme magic. Bro,
Tony,
we need more clarity. We need more clarity on
Tony,
that.
who's winning
by
the league?
The end of December,
Okay,
by the end of December, we'll get that clarity.
So by the end of December, so do you see anybody as favorites right now? Do you favor anybody right now?
Cheek, who do you think is going to win the league?
Of course, I'll support my team. Of course, I'll support my team. But
you think Arsenal going to win it?
Again, But again, I need more clarity on this, man. I don't know
It's
yet.
Liverpool, man.
I need more
It's
clarity
Liverpool.
on it by the end of December.
And the people that are the people in the chat that are saying,
bro, I can't
Tony.
I can't hand this Premier League title to Liverpool right now.
I'm not
That's
I'm not
what
handing
people
it.
want me to do.
I'm not handing it.
And I'm not gonna do that.
Hold on, I'm not handing it, but you gotta look at the facts. And the people that are saying, "Oh yeah, well, Mohamed Salah has AFCON." Look at who
this year,
they play.
That's incorrect. AFCON ain't till next year, 2025. People. So
so there we go. So even better. And even if that were the case, look at the fixtures that I literally just listed 3 minutes ago. They are with or without Salah. Liverpool win those matches. And I hate saying this because Lex just got into the chat, but Liverpool are the favorites to win. Like they will likely win this league. They are running away with it. I think today was just a stumble. I think they're going to go in and they are going to turn Everton over this weekend. It doesn't matter if it's a Goodison. Doesn't matter.
That's a Merseyside derby. You have no business sticking your nose in Merseyside business.
Big up, yeah. Big up, Sheik. Every time.
Big up to you, man. Thanks, bro.
Love to the chat as well. Big up.
Yeah. TJ, man, that's Merseyside business. You have no business sticking your nose in Merseyside talk.
Plenty of business.
They know themselves.
I'm a football pundit. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
That's Merseyside business. No, I'm just saying that that's Merseyside business. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Ain't true,
Anything can happen.
Blue ain't true, man. Shout out everyone, man. Real pride in Merseyside.
Anything can happen.
Okay, man.
I just you know what I just figured out about Flawless? Look, listen, we all have our rivals outside of the big six, right? But if you're or slightly outside or barely inside the big six. So if you're a rival to Liverpool, right? He's gonna go for Everton every single time. Like if you ain't blue, you ain't true, right? If you're Arsenal, oh man, he's pulling for Spurs every single time. No, I got you fucking nailed, Flawless. I see the game plan. You've heard the game plan.
You've heard the phrase, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. 100%.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
This guy this is why he needs to be locked up. I'm telling you.
This is crazy.
This is it. If this guy comes to America, I'm arriving in a cop car. Like that's what's happening.
Hey, Vader, it's only true for the Merseyside. You see, Manchester, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not the case. If it took
Congratulations on your first win in over a month, though.
Yeah, man. And if it took you a century to get here, then no. It took you a century to get to the top table now. You just got in the
shout out Beta, man. Real one, real brother out there, man. Beta, real one.
Hey, Prime is nothing.
No. Here's the thing. No, Prime. I thought it was just a Tottenham thing. And then he starts cheering on Everton. And I'm like, wait a minute. This guy is a criminal. What a fraud, bro.
Man,
oh my God.
Merseyside, if it ain't blue, it ain't true in Merseyside. That's all I'm gonna say, man. It's the ops. That's why I fuck with most Yorkshire sides because they don't like Leeds either. You know what I'm saying?
And who does like Leeds?
Yeah, no one likes. That's one thing I've noticed. Nobody likes Leeds.
I don't like Leeds either.
Everybody got beef with Leeds. You know what I'm saying? That it's crazy. It's crazy. See, True Blue, big up Flawless, and big up your gaffer, man, Sean Dyche Darryl. You know what I'm saying? Big up
Darryl, man. Big up, respect to you, brother.
Darryl,
right back at you. Big up.
Hey, Warrior J, what is this about, man? I said I was gonna.
That's my guy, Warrior J, bro. I was gonna take a break
after watching about hashtag. But I literally came to say F you and then leave. This is crazy work, people.
No, he's out of here, bro.
It's crazy. All right. So the stars are back aligning, says Tony. Back aligning, love that.
I agree. The back aligning.
Back aligning. You let me know live before we do indeed close out, and I'm gonna head over to the playback with Steve and watch the rest of this game. But we're gonna have to get predictions. Tony, we'll start with you. You play Fulham.
Lex is in the charts hollering. From the shadows, man. See, Lex, mate, just go to sleep.
Are you calling me? It's not you. It's me. It's not you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Just
big up Lex every single time.
Big up Lex.
Big up Lex. Relax. Yeah. Take the L. Take the L today. Just
Tony,
take the L.
They drew. Yeah. You play Fulham away. Scoreline prediction. They drew, but take your. They said Tony. I said take the L. They drew. Scoreline prediction, my friend.
Take the L, man. Take the L. It's 2 points dropped. Take the L, man. But with all that back pipe from Baghdad, you were showing up here on the on the stream yesterday. I mean, all that mean talk, all that AO shit you spewed down here yesterday, only to come up here and get a draw. I mean, bro, just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane, Lex. Stay in your lane. We'll talk later. Hi, bye-bye. See ya. Flawless, you were saying something.
Can I get a scoreline prediction from you, my friend?
For the game against Fulham?
Fulham, yes. The Fulham away game.
Oh, my day.
Thank you.
Are you serious? Do you want to hear the answer to that one, man?
That's why I asked the question.
See you guys, Arsenal is looking good in all these London derbies, man. It's another smashing on the road yet again. I mean, see, when will these guys understand that the stars are back aligning? See you guys, Fulham.
Tell him, man. The stars are back aligning. Tell him.
See you guys. I got a sip from this Kool-Aid, man. You guys don't know what's coming, man. See, we're pummeling these teams, I mean, we smashed out West Ham, A lot of their fans just, get out after the first half. I mean, come see. We smashed our rivals, Manchester United. I mean, most of this Manchester United fans, they had a big heartbreak today. But you know what? This shit happened. We'll go to Fulham we'll go to Fulham on Sunday and show them who's boss. See, guys, simple. 4-1, another one. 4-1.
We got there.
4-1. Another smashing on the road.
Smash them. You're going to go there and beat them up.
Smash them up.
Smash them up.
Pack up their bodies and just ship it through UPS. Fast track delivery down to the other side of London.
That's what I'm saying. Seen and signed.
Signed and sealed. Let's go. Let's go. See, I'm meant to make people like Lex get angry. Like, I mean,
TJ, scoreline
bro,
prediction.
Man, I love
this guy is a menace.
I love this, man.
TJ scoreline prediction.
It's gonna be 2-1 Arsenal, and it's not gonna be easy. I'm looking for an ESR goal for Fulham. It's gonna happen. Just go ahead and set your clocks to it. ESR will score in this match. But we will put 2 past Burnt Leno. But Tony, we are not gonna smash them. I still wake up having nightmares from the last time we were at Craven Cottage. When we went out there, we scored a goal in the first 5 minutes and then stopped playing and then lost. And then that was the beginning of the end for us last season. So we need to be concentrated. We need to win this match to stay in the picture. Okay? To stay in the picture. I'm not saying we're in the race, but we're not in the center of the picture, but we're just like over here. You know what I mean? We're like back here a little bit. Just
exactly.
So yeah, we need to win this match and we need to take it seriously. We need to keep our foot on the gas, get this win, 2-1 Arsenal.
All right, bless. Hey, C24, what did I do? He said dickhead flawless.
C24, what did he do, man?
I'd opened the conversation saying this,
What did he do?
Dickhead flawless. He's back for a second night in a row. I know C24, so it's cool. That's why I pulled it up. It's cool. Dickhead flawless is back for a second night in a row. Stop the Boost Mobile shit, bro. What do you mean by this? What's the last part of that mean? Let me know, C24. What did I do? What's going on? I missed it. What did I do?
You know what you did. You know what
you did.
A lot of people say that to me. I'm like, what did I do? They're like, you know what you did? I'm like, I have no idea what I did. I have no other clue. I've lost it. I'm sure he'll explain in regards to it. But hey, again, back to the game. Yeah, man, props to Arsenal. I'm not one of them. Oh, set piece FC and so on. Arsenal deserve the win. They went at their best, but guess what? They deserve the win. And we did not take advantage of Arsenal not being at their best, and we didn't force them to play at their best to beat us. And that's where my issue lies. And also, once they scored that goal, it was a wrap. Well, like the game was over, and that's what disappointed me. And I said this in every preview when I was asked about this game. Why are you not confident going into it? Because I've seen these players fold before. I've seen them just give up and just let games drift and go down without a fight. And it happened today. Well, because it was only 2-0, people won't talk about it. If it was 4 or 5, 6-0, there'd be much more conversation about the performance. Because the first 60 minutes weren't even that bad. All right, offensively, nothing. But from a defensive standpoint and making it a competitive game, we kept Arsenal's better players quiet. But then once that first goal went in, there was only one person who was gonna score the game. That's pretty much
What do you got for this weekend against Forest?
I think we'll bounce back against Forest. I think they'll be.
I think you will too.
I think.
Is that at home?
2-1. Yeah. It's at,
yeah. You're winning that.
It's at OT. C24 says, question flawless. Why did Ahmad not start? I think the manager just got it wrong. I think he just made a mistake not playing him. And I would hear the fatigue thing and that as a reason if Diallo didn't get on the pitch. If he didn't play Diallo at all, or he got like microwave minutes at the end, I'd be like, okay, you're legit fatigued. No, he realized we're in the game. I need more from my attack. That's why he put him on at halftime. He didn't even wait 10, 15 minutes. He put him on at halftime. And Diallo obviously got Zinchenko booked, then Zinchenko got taken off. But I think he just made an error with that. And he's going to, all managers do. We're watching Pep, who's one of the GOATs, make errors. He's one of the GOATs. They just won their first game in 8. I don't take away from Pep. If Vader's on here, if Vader's on here criticizing Pep, does that mean he thinks, oh, Pep's terrible, he wants Pep? No, we just like, we haven't won in 8. You're doing something wrong. But Pep's still one of the GOATs. All right, that's it. We're watching Ancelotti at Madrid make mistakes. Ancelotti, one of the GOATs. You think Real Madrid fans ain't criticizing him? And fairly said, and rightfully so as well. You know what you did, flawless, as the saying goes, what's understood doesn't need to be said. It's not understood, though. That's the craziest part. I don't even know what.
No. Here's the thing. Nobody's asking if you understand. We understand. Nobody gives a shit if you understand. That's the deal. You don't equate into this at all, flawless. So the sooner you get that, the sooner we can just keep it stepping and you can get over to your playback and start watching some basketball, bro.
This is crazy. You ain't the first person to say that to me. That's the baddest part, That sounds hella familiar. Maybe it is me. He said, stop encouraging Tony, bro. I can't stop laughing. I'm not encouraging him. I'm just asking. I'm just getting his thoughts. Tony gonna be Tony. He said he's Tony here on Sarcasm City TV. He's Tony on Tony Claude Gunner TV. When he's on TJ Warren TV, he's Tony.
He's Tony.
He's Tony. Like, Tony gonna be Tony. You don't need no encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need that. He said there, he literally grabbed his bottle and said, I am drinking the Kool-Aid. Himself.
Bro, man.
Willingly, the stars are back aligning. I'm with it, man. I will be here if the stars realign or they don't realign. Just saying. And if Arsenal win the league title or don't win the league title, well, we move. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah. 1 second, because I don't think by our next show, I just check your fixtures. You lot would have played in Europe. So TJ,
we're playing in Europe. We're playing in Europe.
Playing at home to Monaco. Yeah, actually,
home to Monaco.
TJ, scoreline prediction for that, please.
Oh, how are Monaco doing? Aren't they second in the French league right now?
I'll tell you now.
No, third. They're third in the French league. We're playing at home. And look, I haven't watched Monaco. I don't watch the French league, but we should be beating these players. We should be beating these teams at home. Period. End of story. I'll go 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal. We need to lock up the play-ins. We need to lock in the play-in spot. Period.
So, are you telling me, Tony, play at home to Monaco, which would all pretty much confirm you lot at least finishing in the top 24?
See, man, I'm a bit wary about these games now, mostly the ones in Champions League now, because TJ, these games are coming in thick and fast. Yeah, I'm beginning to worry about our first 11. You can see what happened today. It took Mikel Arteta so long to actually make changes.
That was a big criticism of mine too.
Exactly, he's also culpable to this, to this fact, that he leaves these players until the 70-something minute before he does any changes. So it's also contributing to the fatigue. So I'll take a 1-0 against Monaco, man, because I believe very soon, this I believe fatigue will set in because we have a dumb manager who doesn't want to, just get things done the proper way. So we might just scrape through that one, man. It's going to be a tough one because Monaco does need those points too. They're also fighting and jostling for that position also. So, I mean, it's going to be a fierce one. But I see us going through 1-0. I'll take that 1-0 all day.
Yeah.
Oh, no. All right. First. Hey, Tony, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff over the next, because football galore, so over the next week and so forth.
Yeah, man. See, guys, I was blessed to be on Sarcasm TV yesterday after I just came back from my holiday, and right here today again, I'm chilling with TJ, my guy. Chilling with Flawless again, still See you guys from now to the end of the week. It's show galore. See you
Perfect.
guys. It's the independence of Finland on Friday. So typically there is no work for me the day before, which is tomorrow. That's why I'm out here with you guys till 4 a.m. And there won't be any work on Friday. So it's a public holiday for me, paid public holiday. So
Let's go.
it's going to be streams and streams galore, man. So I'm going to be doing lots of streams tomorrow. I might take on 2 streams. TJ, you have to pop into the channel, man.
I'll pop in. Just shoot me the link. I'll pop in.
I need you on my channel, man. You know, I'm gonna have to give you an invite this week. Let's do some little preview. About Fulham. Even if I think it's useless, I think we're gonna beat them on the road. Arsenal haven't lost in any London derby in like
since last year,
bro. I mean the one that I can remember closely is the one against West Ham and Fulham.
Fulham.
I mean, I think that Fulham was 2 seasons ago. If
Fulham was last. Fulham was last season. Was
it last season? Okay,
yeah.
But anyway, it's just 2. I mean, against West Ham and against Fulham, and that was just 1 game each. That's about 2 games we lost against London rivals. I mean, check it out. We had Brentford, of course, Fulham home and away, Chelsea Football Club home. See, man, no matter how we count these London teams here, Arsenal actually perform quite optimally in London derby. So I have no fear whatsoever going into this game. Yeah, they might want to come out and scrap with us, but I think at the end of the day, we have far more quality, to our muscle Fulham anyway. So let's see what's going to happen with that. But see you guys, catch me on that Fulham watch along. I'll be doing it on my channel. Probably maybe me and Waffle TV will be on deck to do that too. TJ might be on my channel because I need him on my channel. Want to, have a little bit of a brotherly talk with my brother TJ this week. And Oregon Gunnar isn't going to be here this week. He's traveling, so he's not going to be around. But hopefully I'll have
marooning himself on some desert island, that guy. I know what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Josh True Gunnar will be back on the channel this week. I'll be having a show with him. We'll just be chatting about what's going on with Arsenal, our win against Manchester United, and of course going further Fulham, and of course that crunch game against Monaco in the Champions League. Josh True Gunnar is, he loves this European night quite well. So, I want him down at the channel to just continue our show and talk about the chances of Monaco actually beating us, or we beating Monaco and actually clinching that, that ticket of automatic qualification to the next round of the Champions League. How about that? So, guys, catch me 3 shows, me, TJ, me and Waffle TV, me and Josh True Gunnar live.
There we go.
Tony Clark Gunnar TV, people.
Tony Clark Gunnar TV. Subscribe to that channel, guys. See, guys, even if you don't like me, if you hate me, there are many people in the chat, they don't like my face. They don't like the way I walk. They don't like the way I talk. But see, guys, just come and support me. It doesn't matter. Yeah? You can hate me all you want. I don't care, man. See, guys, I'm seasoned.
Make sure you subscribe.
Hate me on my channel.
Hey,
subscribe
people,
to my channel and come hate on me. I don't care, man.
Just because you see me and Tony going back and forth, it don't mean nothing. Like, we still cool.
It means
we
zero.
don't. Nah, that's family down there, man.
Yeah.
We now become family.
We argue. Like, it happens, people. That's all. But we peoples regardless. So subscribe to Tony Clark Gunnar TV. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV as well. TJ, let them know what you got coming up. All that good stuff as well.
American Idiots on Friday. We got our boy Sheik coming back on the show. I need to talk more. I need to talk more to Sheik about Manchester United. Dal actually asked for Sheik to come on, so I asked Sheik, and he said he jumped at the chance. So I'm looking forward to that conversation with Sheik. Big up to Sheik. Thank you for making time for us, my guy. And then we will be doing a Fulham match review. I won't be doing a preview, but I'll be doing a match review after that with I'm sure with Dal, if we can catch him before he jumps on a plane. And then he can catch me on Staffy TV for American Waffle on Mondays, and right back here on Wednesday after we beat Monaco at home. Thanks, fellas.
So, we'll be back here next Wednesday. Tony's now back. TJ will be back. So as always, so if this is your favorite show, people, I know this is a lot of you lot's favorite show. There's a playlist for it on the channel. So you click the playlist and all of the live streams we do of the United Arsenal podcast, Man United, gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast. You'll see it's every Wednesday, 11:30 p.m. UK time, people. But run up the likes whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. Again, subscribe to TJ Warren TV. Subscribe to Tony Claude Gunner TV as well. And this show and all the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs and the fan calling shows, are available on audio-only platforms, people. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. So if you want to listen to this on Spotify, hit that follow button. Hit that notification bell. Like Tony said, you might not like his face. You might not like any of our faces. You might not want to see us. You might just want to hear us. So get over to the Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Hey, TJ, your wife likes your face. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. No, I've been told I have a face made for radio. That's what I've been
That was a good one, man. That was a good one.
As long as your wife don't think that you're good, don't worry about outside. That's all that is. Your wife's opinion is that if your wife says that to you, be worried. Anyone else is like, all right, cool. My wife likes me. That's the bar. That's the flex. My wife
that's
likes
the bar. That's the bar, man. That's the bar.
My wife likes that. That's the bar. She likes my face. Like that's what you have to
the bar, bro.
Yeah, Spotify, hit us with the follow. I know everyone's doing Spotify wrapped up, so hit the follow button, hit the notification bell. If we're on your Spotify wrapped up, because I know they've got the podcast version as well that people put out. If you do, make sure you tag me, tag at Sarcasm City TV on any socials as well. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. Let me see who is actually indeed live. I know someone's going to be live. These Arsenal lot going to be cloning. I know all that stuff, so I already know that someone's probably a gunner or someone. Let's see. And get over to the playback as well, people, because Steve's there live. I'm heading straight over there right now for the Hawks Bucks. It's just literally hitting halftime right now. So NBA watch along over there. Yeah, surprise, surprise. I was spot on. Wait, is this guy live? I was just I thought Vader was going live, but that's not till later. But shout out to Vader. But yeah, we're gonna send you lot over to Tony. Over to Gunner. I'm not gonna pull up in his chat myself, but big up.
Yeah.
Love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Manchester United Arsenal podcast. Man United. Actually, I forgot to say as well. Oh yeah, tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. UK time, solo sports Q&A. Forgot to do my own schedule. That's what's coming up. Sports Q&A, solo one, people. So I'll be answering all questions.
Guys.
4:30 p.m. And then following that, I'll be live on the playback for Tottenham Hotspur. No, I should say Bournemouth versus Tottenham Hotspur. That watch along over there. So that's the two show live streams I've got coming up tomorrow. But all these are on the schedule anyway. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Manchester United Arsenal podcast. Man United podcast beats the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Salute for tuning in.